story of Slaking is a tragedy. Here we have a Pokemon introduced in Ruby and Sapphire, a Pokemon used for one of the most memorable early game bosses in the entire series, and a Pokemon that should, by all accounts, be one of the best Pokemon ever made. Slaking holds a title that no other Pokemon has even challenged since it was introduced. It has the most stat points out of any non-legendary Pokemon in the game. For context, Slaking has as many stats as Groudon and Kyogre. And effectively, it actually has slightly more because it wastes fewer points on the attacking stat that it doesn't use. As a pure normal type Pokemon, it only has one weakness, and that same normal typing allows it to learn more powerful moves than it knows what to do with. But as you probably already know, Slaking sees no play, and it never has, despite being around for over 20 years. And the reason why is, unfortunately, the most memorable thing about Slaking. More than its move pool or its stats, Slaking is infamous for its one Achilles heel, its ability, Truant. Truant might be the single worst ability in the entire game. It causes the poor Pokemon stuck with it to be unable to move for every other turn, causing them to sit in the field doing nothing while the game tells you that your Pokemon is loafing around. Despite everything that Slaking has going for it, Truant makes it nearly unusable. Nearly. Look, the truth is that there's nothing that Slaking can do to get around Truant. In the official competitive format, the most commonly used move is Protect. So much so that it's not uncommon for 4 or 5 Pokemon on a team to have it. Protect being so prevalent means that Slaking can effectively never attack, as the opponent can simply protect on the turns where Slaking can move, and attack on the turns where it can't. And to make sure that Slaking's ridiculous stats and move pool never became overpowered, Game Freak was careful to make sure that there was no way for Slaking to get rid of its ability. But that doesn't mean that another Pokemon can't get rid of it instead. But before I explain the team that I'll be using, I first need to talk about the tournament that I'll be competing in. This is the first Grand Challenge of 2026, an official online tournament that takes place over a 3-day window. Doing well awards championship points, which are used to qualify for the World Championships. With the 2026 season only just beginning, I'm a little lacking in the championship point department. And given that I have 0 points, I am nowhere near qualified. So ideally, I'd like to do as well here as I can. This tournament uses a different format than in-person events. Rather than being best of 3, it instead uses the best of 1 format. Each individual battle is with a different opponent. More importantly, the Grand Challenge is something that we call a closed team sheet tournament. In-person events are open team sheet, where we're given information about the moves, items, and Terra types of our opponent's Pokemon prior to the match. But in closed team sheet, the only information that we get is the 6 Pokemon on the opponent's team. And maybe their gender. It used to tell you their gender. I actually don't know anymore. I think it still tells you their gender. I actually have to check now. Basically, closed team sheet formats reward you for using Pokemon and strategies that are less common, so that your opponents aren't as comfortable against them. Which brings us back to Slaking, because remember, nobody uses this Pokemon. But before we can understand Slaking, we have to talk about the Pokemon that makes it possible to use it in the first place. Weezing. What you need to understand about Weezing is that it sucks so much to play against. Going up against Weezing feels like your opponent is like taunting you, actively trolling you, and trying to rage bait you into turning off your game. Specifically, what makes Weezing so frustrating is the signature ability it was given in Sword and Shield, called Neutralizing Gas. And it happens to be one of my personal favorite abilities to use. Regular viewers of the channel are probably not surprised to hear that. Neutralizing Gas cancels out nearly all other abilities, but only while Weezing is on the field. The current rule set that competitive Pokemon uses recently changed back to the one from a year ago, which is called Regulation H. This format bans all legendary and paradox Pokemon. With so many of the broken stat monsters banned from the format, as it turns out, it's abilities that are running the show, specifically abilities that give Pokemon a major power boost. Some of the combos that are good are Drizzle and Swift Swim, and Psychic Surge and Unburden, as well as Sand Rush and Sand Stream, and of course my personal favorite, Shadow Tag and Drizzle. Abilities are the backbone of nearly every top competitive strategy in this format, and Weezing loves nothing more than shutting them all down. As if shutting down abilities wasn't enough, my Weezing has decided to become even more annoying. Will-O-Wisp can burn the Pokemon on the field, doing damage over time and cutting their attack stat in half. And Toxic Spikes can poison a Pokemon once they switch in. Protect helps keep it alive, and Sludge Bomb does damage and also has a chance to poison. To make sure it gets as many chances to attack as possible, my Weezing is holding the Covert Cloak item to protect it from moves with secondary effects such as Fake Out and Dire Claw. Now, the funniest thing to me about this Weezing is the Terra type. I think that out of all the Pokemon I've ever used in Scarlet and Violet, this is probably up there as one of the single stupidest Terra types. It actually might be the single dumbest one that I've used. And that's because this Weezing is running Terra Fairy. And if you don't think about it too much, this probably seems surprising to say that this is stupid because, yeah, like, Fairy is one of the best Terra types in the game, right? But may I remind you that Galarian Weezing also gets neutralizing gas and is both Fairy and Poison type. So if I wanted a Weezing that was Fairy type, I could have just had one without needing to terrestrialize. But here's why I'm doing this. I actually don't want Weezing to be both Poison and Fairy at the same time, because then I become weak to Goldengo and I can't resist Sneasler's Dire Claw. In fact, most of the time, the Fairy typing does more harm than good. However, against certain powerful Dragon types like Dragonite and Dragapult, Fairy Terra can swing the battle as I'm able to burn them without much risk. The biggest upside of Fairy Terra though is that because it's so stupid, I don't think that any of my opponents will see it coming. You know what you didn't see coming? This video's sponsor, Holzkern. I know what you're thinking. It's time to start thinking about gifts for the holidays, but man, I can't stop loafing around. And while I can't turn off your Truant ability altogether, I sure can give you a suggestion. I personally have gifted both watches and jewelry from Holzkern to my loved ones countless times over the years, and they're always a huge hit. And everyone else at the function starts to look at them a little jealous and then starts making puppy dog eyes at me. I've given Holzkern products to like every member of my extended family at this point. We're talking aunts, uncles, cousins, my great aunt I gave some nice jewelry to recently, and it's genuinely always a hit. And sometimes when they're wearing it, they'll send me a picture or they'll just show me if we're together in person. Also, this is a tangent. When Holzkern sends you products, they send them in these nice little like wooden boxes. I don't know if you can see this, yeah? So like you're wondering like, okay, what's in here, right? Originally it was jewelry. But if you guessed salt, we use their packaging as a salt cellar, my girlfriend and I. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's like a bonus, okay? You get a nice watch or jewelry, and then you also get a salt cellar or other container. I mean, you can use them. The products are high quality, so you can use them however you want. Now, gifting Holzkern also gives me total peace of mind. The products are made in small batches so that they're high quality and built to last. And I can totally vouch for this as someone who wears one every single day. Holzkern even offer premium feeling gift packaging options, letting you have gifts wrapped and ready faster than Incineroar can say fake out. And that's a priority move. If you ask me, there's no reason to slack off this holiday. Give your loved ones the gift of Holzkern. Click the link in the description or use code Wolfey at checkout for 15% off your order. Orders placed by December 19th will have guaranteed delivery by Christmas Day. Thanks again to Holzkern for sponsoring this video. Let's talk about the star of the show, Slaking. Fun fact about this Pokemon, for my entire life, I've always called this Pokemon Slaking because, like, I mean, I was 10 years old or whatever when Ruby and Sapphire came out, and I didn't know how to read so good, and I didn't understand the pun of, you know, he's slacking and he's lazy, right? So I always called it Slaking because, I don't know, I was a stupid kid and I never thought to correct myself. Anyway, sometime in the last year, I posted a short about slacking, but I called it Slaking because I never really thought about it before. It's never been relevant, so I never knew how it was supposed to be pronounced because nobody ever talks about it. And the comments got very upset with me and they wished to send me to the Giratina realm. Anyway, after that experience, I decided that I better not antagonize the comment, so I started calling it Slacking. But personally, I still think Slaking is better. In my heart, it's going to be Slaking. Anyway, this Pokemon, whatever you call it, is completely absurd. It has such a high HP stat that without even investing a single point into it, it will survive max HP Annihilate Final Gambit. It's got good defenses and an attack set that's higher than Groudon, Rayquaza, and Zacian after the nerf. My goal is for Slaking to do as much damage as possible, as fast as possible. While I would love for it to stick around and capitalize on its good bulk, the truth is that as soon as Weezing goes down, Slaking becomes pretty much useless, so it's better to focus on getting the most value out of it while I can. Double Edge is going to be my go-to attack of choice, and it's so strong that it will KO most of the Pokemon in the format that don't resist it, including one of the best Pokemon, Dragonite. Dragonite is a problem for this team for reasons that we'll get into in a little bit, and it's normally nearly impossible to one-shot because it has the multi-scale ability, which cuts all the damage in half when it's at full HP. However, Weezing says no to multi-scale. High Horsepower is a good coverage move that will KO most Goldengo in a single hit, and even has a chance to KO more frail Archaludon, and Sucker Punch is a move that most people don't even know that Slaking learns. Since it goes before most other moves, it can be used to pick up a surprise KO or finish off a low HP Pokemon. Lastly, Protect is always a good move to have, and it means that I don't need to use my Ghost Terra type whenever I see Fake Out. The last piece of the puzzle is the item, Life Orb, which is kind of what I was referring to when I said that I wanted to focus on explosive power. It will cause Slaking to lose a little bit of its HP every time it hits something, but this item is necessary in order to get all those incredible KOs that I was just talking about. I need to think about which Pokemon I'm adding next, and to look for inspiration, I'm turning to me. What do I mean? Okay, I have a Patreon where I post 3 extra videos a month that don't go up anywhere else. Every month, one of those videos is a breakdown of the current format, of the Pokemon that I think are good, and the general trends as to what's going on. When I was building this team, I couldn't help but be reminded of the advice that I gave to my patrons once I learned that this format was returning. I want to follow my own advice and look to lean into this idea of duos, of 2 Pokemon pairings with strong synergy. The Slaking and Weezing duo are super oppressive, but they have a weakness: faster Pokemon. Pokemon like Garchomp, Maushold, Talonflame, and especially Jumpluff were just too hard to handle. These Pokemon can attack before Slaking can KO them, and sometimes they offer major disruption via Sleep Powder or Will-O-Wisp. Also, there are specific Ghost-type Pokemon that I can't Sucker Punch, like Annihilate and Sinistcha, that are really tough. I need a Pokemon that can handle both, but there aren't any obvious answers. My first thought was to use something with Tailwind to buff the speeds of my team, so I tried out the best Tailwind Sitter in the game, Whimsicott. But I pretty quickly ran into some problems because Whimsicott just doesn't do enough damage. And more than that, my team just doesn't really feel like it needs Tailwind. So I was looking through the list of fast Pokemon when something caught my eye: Kilowattrel. This is a new Pokemon introduced in Scarlet and Violet that hasn't seen very much play, in part because, while it is very fast, it isn't very strong. Its main niche is as a Tailwind user, but if you want Tailwind, Whimsicott is generally better. Something about the typing does seem like it could work here though, so I give it a Focus Sash and Tailwind, and it doesn't feel good at all. Again, this team just really doesn't benefit from Tailwind. So then I give it the Choice Specs. This item causes all of the user's moves to do 50% more damage at the cost of not allowing them to switch moves once they've already locked into one, at least until they switch out. You might think that it doesn't make sense here because Kilowattrel isn't very powerful, but Choice Specs takes Kilowattrel from a weak Pokemon to, well, I wouldn't even call it mini Miraidon because that's an insult to Miraidon, but it can hit kind of hard now, okay? With Air Slash, it's able to hit Annihilate, Jumpluff, Sneasler, and Sinistcha for super effective damage. And Thunderbolt not only booms Talonflame, but it can also put Maushold and Dragonite into range of another attack. Volt Switch lets it do damage and then switch out, resetting the Choice Specs move lock. And its final move, Discharge, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Kilowattrel gets the competitive ability, which doubles its special attack stat if any of its stats are lowered, meaning that it can really punish Intimidate Pokemon. And Ghost Terra keeps it safe from Fake Out and Extreme Speed. With both competitive and Ghost Terra, Kilowattrel really might be Incineroar's #1 hater. Okay, let's circle back. In order to bring out Kilowattrel's full potential, I need to find a partner Pokemon that it works well with in order to form a strong duo. The key to finding this Pokemon lies in Kilowattrel's last move, Discharge. Discharge is an incredibly broken move when you have the setup for it. It damages every other Pokemon on the field, and while I wouldn't say that it's necessarily like the strongest move ever made, what makes it so dangerous is that it has a super high chance to paralyze anything that it hits. Paralysis will easily swing games, and sometimes it can prevent your opponent from even playing. The biggest weakness though is that Discharge also hits your partner, and so I began looking for a ground type. There is one obvious answer: Garchomp. Garchomp is the best ground type with a good speed stat, with the only other ground types seeing any play are the 2 Ursalunas, who are definitely too slow here to work. But actually, with Garchomp, I found that I was just way too weak against those very bears, specifically Ursaluna Blood Moon. It does so much damage while also being ridiculously tanky, and it can one-hit KO Garchomp while I'm only doing about 30% back. But no other ground types are seeing any play, and most of them are physical, which is a problem because Ursaluna Blood Moon is super tanky on the physical side. Is there actually another ground type with a decent speed stat that matches up well against Ursaluna Blood Moon? That's a very specific set of criteria for a typing that's only seeing play in 3 Pokemon. However, you might be surprised to hear that there is one Pokemon that fits the bill. An old favorite of mine, Mamoswine. Mamoswine very rarely sees competitive play these days, but until 2023, it was the only ice type to ever win the World Championships, so it certainly isn't bad. It actually received a buff not too long ago when its Oblivious ability was reworked to make it immune to Intimidate, which is another advantage that Mamoswine has over Garchomp. Mamoswine also gets one-shot by Ursaluna Blood Moon, but with the Focus Sash, I can always survive a hit. Plus, the Sash has the added benefit of making Mamoswine not mind being an ice type defensively, as even though Goldengo and Sneasler are super common, they can't one-hit KO it because of the Focus Sash. Protect helps preserve the Focus Sash, as does the Ghost Terra to block Fake Out and Extreme Speed. Icicle Crash is its strongest ice-type move, and Ice Shard provides priority to finish off low HP Pokemon, or to combo with Kilowattrel to KO Pokemon that are faster like Maushold before it can attack. Lastly, Mamoswine has Earthquake. the iconic ground type move that pairs especially well with Kilowattrol. Discharge doesn't affect ground types, while Earthquake doesn't affect flying types, meaning that these two can sit in the field spamming their powerful spread moves, turning them into a dangerous duo that can dismantle opponents relying on redirection or trying to play defensive with switches. Okay, fun fact, if you're watching this video when I intend for it to come out, which is December 6th, then it's currently my birthday. I don't know for sure because I'm recording this September 8th, so almost 3 months in advance. Anyway, if it is December 6th and it's my birthday, you can say happy birthday, Wolf. And if you want to get me a present, you can subscribe. That's the best present a YouTuber can ask for. The second best present is banana. I need a banana. I feel like Donkey Kong. Anyway, I've kept you waiting long enough. To finish off the team, I'm looking for one final duo. And it needs to be strong. Strong enough that it can seamlessly pair with either Weezing Slaking or Kilowattrol Mamoswine. There is one obvious answer, though you might not like it if you've played a bunch of competitive Pokemon this generation. Dondozo and Tatsugiri. These two Pokemon literally combine to form a super mech when you put them on the field together. They're some of the most memorable competitive Pokemon introduced in Scarlet and Violet, and for whatever reason, they're pretty much always viable no matter the other Pokemon that are around. Right now, I would say that they're in an okay spot. The biggest issue is that one of the best Pokemon in the game is Dragonite, who nearly always runs the move Haze, which removes all stat boosts and drops when used. Haze is like the #1 counter to Dondozo, and Dragonite is on a ton of teams. However, the truth is that Dondozo does pair well with both duos. Kilowattrol and Mamoswine both hit grass-type Pokemon for super effective damage, and grass types are one of the biggest threats to Dondozo. And Weezing's Toxic Spikes and Will-O-Wisp puts opponents on a timer, causing them to gradually lose their health while they struggle to remove the bulkiest fish in the West. My Dondozo has Protect, Wave Crash, and Earthquake, all standard moves. For the last slot, I've gone with Substitute, to block moves like Spore and Clear Smog, and to better take advantage of Toxic Spikes. Leftovers will help it recover the health it loses, plus it combos well with Protect and Toxic Spikes, allowing Dondozo to heal itself while the opponent gets weaker and can't do any damage. The only unusual thing about my Dondozo is the Terra type. I'm going with Ground. Ground Terra not only makes Dondozo immune to electric moves, but it also means that my Earthquake will do even more damage. This is the added benefit of turning Dondozo into a secondary ground-type Earthquake Pokemon that it can pair with Kilowattrol in a pinch, which just leaves Tatsugiri. The standard Tatsugiri set that people are using is Choice Scarf, but in practice, I found that it just never felt very good because Tatsugiri's stats are just so bad. After a ton of testing, I eventually decide to try out the Assault Vest. Assault Vest makes Tatsugiri way tankier, but it means that it can only use attacking moves. After just a few games, it became clear. This was the best set for this team. Muddy Water, Draco Meteor, and Icy Wind are all standard, but Tatsugiri's fourth move is not. I'm going with Mirror Coat, a move that will do nothing unless the user is hit by a special move, in which case it will deal double the damage it took back to whichever Pokemon attacked it. And the reason I'm using Mirror Coat is because I've trained my Tatsugiri to be another answer to Ursaluna Blood Moon. My Tatsugiri is so bulky that it can even survive Terra Normal Life Orb Blood Moon, which allows it to KO back with Mirror Coat. Now most of the time, Tatsugiri will be inside of Dondozo's mouth, so you won't see this cool set in action, but there are a couple matchups where I made a couple specific plans to use Tatsugiri outside of Dondozo. This tournament takes place over 3 days, beginning Friday and ending Sunday night. However, I had a wedding that was out of town on Friday. Congratulations, Michaela and Ryan. And so, I won't be able to start playing this tournament until late Saturday evening. I'll have a little bit more than 24 hours left until the tournament ends. So while most competitors will be playing their games spaced out evenly across 3 days, I'll be cramming all 45 into just about one. Playing 45 games of Pokemon in like 24 hours will probably affect my play. I've never done it before for a reason, but if I want to make it work, this is the only way. And unlike Slaking, I can't afford to be lazy. Now, 45 games is way too many to include in this video. Like the uncut footage is over 7 hours. So for the sake of time, we've removed some of the games and only focused on the ones that I personally feel are the best. However, if you want to watch 7 hours of Weezing Slaking gaming, the full unedited 7-hour video is posted on Patreon, where I also posted the team a couple months ago. If you want to stay up to date on my competitive content, that's the best place to go. This tournament uses a ladder system. You start with 1,500 points and you gain about 10 to 15 for winning. Typically you lose slightly more than you would gain for a win, so maybe if you gain 10 to 15, you're losing like 15 to 20 most of the time. Starting at 1,500, my goal is to make it to 1,700, which I would say is rather ambitious, but I do think that I can do it. Getting to 1,700 basically guarantees me some championship points, and I think it'd be an impressive finish for a Pokemon with 0% usage. Of course, the only way to begin is by beginning, so with a little bit more than 24 hours left, let's jump into the tournament. 1596 for the first battle means I could get a lot of points here. I hate this type of team. Okay, it's okay. The problem is that in best of one, this could be a lot of different things. For this first game, I don't think I can bring Slaking as much as I want to, because Slaking is really, really bad into Sinistra. Slaking is too bad into Sinistra. I don't think I can bring it. I'm really sorry. I want to bring it, but no, okay. I really wanted to bring it game one regardless, but this is actually just one of the only matchups where Slaking doesn't come. So let's do the other mode here, which is Kilowattrel and Mamoswine. The good news is that, what's the good news? The good news is that Kilowattrel is actually quite good here because it outspeeds everything. So we don't want to see Grimmsnarl. Mousehold, Annihilate. This is more or less what I expected. God, there's so many frames. So I'm gonna leave the Kilowattrel and Mamoswine here. And I think what I want to do here is just try and deny a beat up. Like, the problem is that this team could just be the standard set, which is like, yeah, beat up Mousehold plus Rage Fist, Annihilate, but it could also be Final Gambit and Population Bomb here. This is one of the dangers of best of one. I could try and clear the Annihilate here, but I think I just go for Thunderbolt and Ice Shard here and try and clear Mouse, and basically accept that if it's Final Gambit, I'll be losing some Pokemon, but if it's not Final Gambit, then I'm kind of in okay shape. But here's Ice Shard, no protects. This is bulky Mousehold, I think, and here's Thunderbolt. This should KO. This is Choice Specs. Okay, that's really important, because if it is beat up, which I think it is, given that it's not Choice Scarf Annihilate, that they just lost him on for free here, and they go for Rage Fist into Annihilate, or into my Mamoswine. This is bad because it did more than I thought it was gonna do. Is that bad? I don't like losing my Focus Sash. It would have been way better if Kilowattrel took the hit, but it's also okay that this happened. Our Caledon comes out here. I think I don't want to stay locked into Thunderbolt, so I think I switch this and just accept that the last mon, it might not be Pelipper is the thing. It could be Sinistra. So here's Tatsugiri. I think let's just, oh, they switched. Is it Pelly? It is Pelipper, okay. Interesting, chat. So Rain is now active. And that makes me think they're going for Electro Shot here, I think. So there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that I combined Dondozo, and it's pretty unlikely I take Electro Shot into this slot because of the fact that I just switched to ground type, out here. And I've gotten all my boosts online now, which is good. The thing is that Pelipper could have Focus Sash. They do typically run Focus Sash, and it's kind of hard for me to clear our Caledon. Let's see if they Terra here. We'd love to see a Terra just to get it out of the way. Oh, this doesn't necessarily mean that they hit me. It just means they launched Electro Shot. Here we go. That's got to be into Kilowattrel, right? Okay, so now they're not +1, but Dondozo's ability ignores it, which is really good. I do think I ground Terra here, and I think I go for Wave Crash here. Oh, I don't get to, I lock in immediately. Okay, the thing about Dondozo is because it only lets you control one Pokemon, I wish, I need to break that habit, because I practiced on Showdown where you can cancel. If I don't clear our Caledon with Dondozo, then it's going to be somewhat difficult for me to beat it with Mamoswine, because I've lost the Focus Sash, and Kilowattrel and Tatsugiri can't really damage it very easily. So maybe I should just locked for Terra Ground Earthquake here and tried to get the KO. I was a little greedy on this turn. Okay, they don't protect or Terra. So if they don't have Sash, okay, they don't have Sash. I'm in really good shape now. I'm in really, really good shape because clearing Pelipper is really important. I take some damage, but I have leftovers. This should be Electro Shot again. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is one of the strengths of Ground Terra, is that not only does it boost Earthquake, but it also gives you an immunity to Electric, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Okay, chat, here's the situation. I want to KO both Pokemon eventually. Kilowattrel can deal with Annihilate eventually, but our Caledon I kind of need Dozo for. I think I launch Earthquake here because if they Terra, they'll become weak to, they'll probably be Grass or Bug Terra, and then they'll become weak to Air Slash. I think that's more important. Okay, they don't Terra. They also don't protect. So I could lose Dondozo here, but I think actually at this point, do you think this KOs bulky or Caledon? There's no way, right? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, Dondozo. I apologize. I was not familiar with your game. Drain Punch comes out. No crit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, this was quite well managed by me, in my opinion, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I think the biggest thing here was just KOing the Mousehold unexpectedly. Basically just won me the game because it meant that Annihilate never really got the chance to be threatening into Dondozo. So yeah, I think that turn one play of Ice Shard plus Thunderbolt was actually really, really effective in giving me a huge edge, as was the Ground Terra. So you can immediately see kind of some of the text coming into play here. Another opponent significantly higher ranked than me, but that's okay. Sneasler. Okay, this is, in my opinion, low-key, high-key, kind of the nightmare matchup. The combination of... Okay, Tatsugiri plus Blood Moon is a real problem, and I struggled with it a lot in practice. The question is, who do I possibly use to beat it? I think I always do Tatsu up front. This is the rare matchup where I actually use Tatsugiri as its own Pokemon and not just as a Dondozo bot. The problem is Will-O-Wisp. I think I have to lead with these two. I think I bring Dondozo in the back, and then there's no way it's Weezing. It's got to be Kilowattrel here, and I'll just have to figure it out. Talonflame, Ursaluna, Bloodmoon, and Indeedee and Sneasler is the worst matchup. I think that I found at least, and they always lead Talonflame Ursaluna, and it's always extremely annoying. So the only advantage I have here is that my Tatsugiri is super bulky, so I'm gonna go for Muddy Water and Icicle Crash, I think. The thing is, Muddy Water's gonna miss, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay. Here's the Terra. This is probably Ursaluna Blood Moon, which is why I doubled it with both water and ice moves. I expect Tailwind and Blood Moon or Tailwind and Hyper Voice. My Tatsugiri is actually trained specifically to survive this Ursaluna's attack, which ends up being pretty important in the long run. But here's Tailwind. The Talonflame probably has Will-O-Wisp as well, which is another complicating factor. I think Hyper Voice is worse. It is Blood Moon, so this is nice because both my Pokemon survive. Now, if it's into Mamo. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Okay, if I hit on both my attacks, sorry. If Muddy Water connects on both Pokemon here, I'm going to be in really good shape. But if it misses on either one, it's kind of bad. Also, Icicle Crash can and does miss. Yeah, I'm probably going to miss all three of the targets here. Okay, Tatsugiri actually connects, which is really good for me. I mean, it survives. Can I get an accuracy drop? I cannot. Draco Meteor and Ice Shard. I don't love it. Like, if I killed the Ursaluna there, I would have been in really good shape, but I think just Ice Shard is fine. This forces Talonflame out. I would have liked to get rid of Talonflame, but I think overall this is okay. It might have been better to go for... Oh, it's Dondozo. Interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, I might lose on timer. I think I made a mistake. Hold on. Here's Hyper Voice. Oh, but they've already Terra'd. Hold on. As long as I get the KO here... Okay, missing the Icicle Crash is bad. So, okay, they have Talonflame in the back. Oh, wait, their Talonflame's at 1 HP. Hold on. I can win this on timer. I forgot I damaged Talonflame. I don't know what to do here. This is kind of tricky. This is very tricky because I think they're going to go into... I go Kilowattrel. Because Talonflame's coming out here. And I go Kilowattrel. Okay, and now what do I do? This is really tricky because I might be able to win this game on timer because they have Leftovers Dozo. I think I know what the sets are. The problem is that this is really messy. I don't see a clear way forward. I'm pretty sure this is the wrong play. This is super the wrong play. I made the wrong play. I overthought this one a lot because now they just, yeah, I needed to, I really overthought this one. I basically was worried about them staying in with Talonflame, but the play that I made always loses no matter what. The only way that I can win this, I think, is if they make a weird play this turn and go for like Earthquake instead of Wave Crash. But if they go for Wave Crash, I'm just going to lose this one on timer, I think. Yeah, this is the wrong play. This is a bad matchup, and I'm used to beating the non-Dondozo versions, but I think this version's quite difficult because Dondozo just makes things more complicated because, yeah, they just can Wave Crash here. I needed to switch. I realized what I had to do, but I didn't find the play in time. Okay, another player who's just starting out now, most likely. They have Peach. Okay, this is a kind of a standard Trick Room team. Porygon 2, Incin, Ursaluna, whatever. This is certainly a Slaking game. It's a little bit unusual. The first two teams we drew back to back are specifically the versions of those teams that don't bring Slaking when normally I do bring Slaking, but I don't really need to think too much about this in all honesty because I always bring these Pokemon. Instant Dragonite lead. Okay, should I do the funny thing or should I do the good thing? I kind of want to do the funny thing. I'm gonna do the funny thing. I like the funny thing here. So Dragonite is one of the big threats to this team because of how threatening Scale Shot is. So I'm just gonna rip Terraghost Double Edge, try and one-shot Dragonite, and get around Fake Out, and then Sludge Bomb the Incin. Now, if they do like Protect Knockoff, I'm super. It's like it's over instantly, basically. But okay, here's my Terra. We want to see Fake Out. Show me Fake Out. Mods, pull up Fake Out for me, please. Mods, does Fake Out work on Covert Cloak? Oh, they Fake Out a Weezing. I tear it for nothing. Okay, here's Double Edge. Now, Dragonite is extremely tanky. However, part of the reason why it's so hard to remove is because it has the multi-scale ability, which, you know, cuts the damage from all moves in half, but only when it's at full HP. And unfortunately for Dragonite, multi-scale doesn't activate when Weezing is on the field. So here's Sludge Bomb. That did nothing. Is that a Salt Vest Instant? Why does it do no damage? Hello? Wait, why is my Weezing doing no damage? Goldango. Oh, man. I want high horsepower. This is not the safe play. Here's the Terra. That's not good. I probably should have predicted Slaking. Nope, I'm a genius. I'm the smartest guy of all time. Okay, unless I miss, which is also decently likely. Okay, Terra Steel Goldango. Goldango pretty tanky, and this is a Trick Room team, so it may have some bulk on it. I would have won the game on the spot. I would have literally won the game on the spot. Okay, well, that KOs. Well, it KOs if it hits. That was is high horsepower 95% accurate? I'm pretty sure that it is. Okay, it's life orb. That's not good. Oh, he went for knockoff. Okay. I lost my covert cloak. However, I can do something really, really interesting here. Why am I not poisoning? Hello. Kilowattrel. Ability competitive, which means it will double its special attack when its stats are lowered. And I can actually force the opponent to give me the competitive boost by manually switching into Mamoswine here. And I want to discharge, but I don't think discharge KOs Goldango here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. So I'm going to switch Weezing out, manually activate the Intimidate myself, and then use Thunderbolt to try and clear Goldango. So Weezing switches, this reactivates all abilities. So now Good as Gold is back in play, Competitive is back in play, and Intimidate turns on here. As you can see, it lowers Weezing's attack, even though it's not in the field anymore. But in turn, it will activate Competitive, which doubles Kilowattrel's special attack. The play I was considering last turn was switching Kilowattrel in and Weezing in the same turn to pull this off. Okay, there's no way they survive this. This move is ridiculously powerful. Kilowattrel KOs Goldango. So I'm not into the woods yet, but if Incineroar does not KO my Mamoswine this turn, sorry, if Incineroar does not KO my Kilowattrel this turn, it's going to be pretty tough. Now, that is a move that could KO Kilowattrel because it has no bulk. Please don't burn me. Please, I've been so good. Please don't burn. Please don't burn. Citrus. Why is my Sludge Bomb doing no damage and not poisoning if it's not Covert Cloak or Assault Vest? Hello? Does my Weezing have no stats? Now, it's technically not over, but because they've already Terra'd, I can just Earthquake here to KO Incineroar, so it's kind of a 3 versus 1. And they don't... Oh, it's Among Us. I mean, Earthquake will kill. I should just go for Earthquake Thunderbolt. I think they're going to forfeit this turn. Okay, Thunderbolt comes out. I'm Spec, so I have to... Oh my god. That is the strongest Thunderbolt I think I have ever seen in my life. That was Miraidon's Spirit entering Kilowattrel's body and obliterating Amoonguss. That Thunderbolt did more than Spec's Electro Drift to Amoonguss. That is ridiculous. Now, granted, it did crit, and I am at +2, but even still, I thought Thunderbolt was going to do like 10%. Who are we facing? And it's another one of these teams, but it's Triple Dragon plus Pelipper. I don't think that I can bring Dondozo here. So I think this is a Weezing Slaking game. The problem is... what is the order? Because I would like to do Weezing Slaking up front. The goal is to use Mamoswine and Kilowattrel to do as much like disruption as possible early, get as much damage down, and then hope to clean up with Weezing Slaking. It is Maushold Annihilate, so I have two options here. I can go for the Ice Shard play again, or like Ice Shard Thunderbolt is like does in theory work. The problem with Ice Shard Thunderbolt this time is that unlike last time, I don't have Dondozo to switch in. Like I don't really want to switch in here, and locking into Thunderbolt could really make my life difficult. So I kind of want to go for Air Slash. I'm gonna go Air Slash Earthquake, I think. Okay, it's not Scarf. It takes that so well. Please be leftovers. No. Okay, that's bad. That's bad because I don't get the kill anymore. I do not get the kill anymore. There's no way. Maybe I'll flinch. That could be big. It beat up. Okay, so I could have... yeah, I could have been better. I could have done better. This is my bad. I might lose now because I don't think... there's no way with Friendguard Earthquake KOs. Wait, you think Air Slash KOs without Friendguard? Because I could have done a crazy Weezing play. Oh, I got the flinch! I'm the GOAT! Oh my god, I got the flinch. Okay, I think I Air Slash and Protect here. This might be bad. No, it's fine. Ah, it's not actually fine, is it? Follow me, okay. Also, if Air Slash misses, I'm Omega doomed. Okay, it hit. This should KO. Maushold goes down, so I get rid of the mouse. Now I have to get rid of the ape. Eliminate the ape. Okay, I got the play wrong, but I also got the play right, so it's fine. Like, overall, I haven't taken any damage, and I've done all of Maushold and a lot of Annihilate, but the problem is that Dragonite comes out, which is extremely bad. And it goes for Scale Shot, most likely. I think I Air Slash Annihilate, but I cannot allow it to attack for free. And I think I just crash into Dragonite. I have Terra Fairy on Weezing specifically for this Pokemon. It protect Annihilate, so wait, they didn't protect Dragonite. Am I going to KO this thing with Icicle Crash? Because that would be nice. Air Slash does nothing. I don't know who's faster, but Mamoswine could be faster. If they're not max speed, Mamoswine will be faster because I'm max speed Adamant. Oh, I hit. Does this KO? Surely it kills. Surely. Oh. Mamoswine! Wait, my Mamoswine is popping off. I Dragon, okay. So I Air Slash here, and I think I Icicle Crash here. Okay, they forfeited. Woo! Oh boy. Okay, that was a scary matchup, but the turn one, that's the thing about Air Slash is that when you get the flinches, it's so impactful often that you just went on the spot, especially in this format, like instead of the Weezing, which seemed more threatening. Okay, Dragonite, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Goldango, Magmar, Annihilate, plus Rillaboom. I don't think that I can bring Dondozo here. I think it's too, like, they have too much support. So I think it's the same mons as the last game, but I think I need to be really careful to select the right Pokemon in the right order. And think about what my priority is, who my Terra target is. It's probably Terra Slaking this game, but it could be something else. Ursaluna, Annihilate in the lead. Okay, chat. So, man, that's kind of spooky. So I want to protect with Weezing here, probably, but I could make an aggressive play. I feel like this is going to be Assault this Ursaluna, so I think it's definitely Terra Ghost Double Edge. Like, this could be Scarf Annihilate because of Final Gambit. I think Terra Ghost Double Edge is probably the best play here, and Protect. I think it's pretty likely that they actually ignore Weezing because the Protect is so obvious. But if I'm wrong and they do just attack, I think I'm kind of Omega boomed. Goldango, Dragonite, Magmar, Rillaboom. Just a bunch of scary mons, frankly. I think Mamoswine's going to be really important if I win this. They go for Final Gambit, actually, but it's into the Slaking. So I could have gone for Will-O-Wisp here as I double edge. Do a lot, but not enough, if I can be completely honest. And they Blood Moon as well into Weezing. So what do I do now? Like, do I need Kilowattrel here? No. I don't need it, right? Also, I don't know if what'll happen if I switch out here and double edge. I think I get to attack, though. I'm pretty sure I get to attack this turn and then not next turn. But I don't know for sure. Like, I tried to figure out the mechanics, but then I ran out of time. It's a little bit risky, but if they switch Ursaluna into Goldango, it would be, which they could do, right? I'm gonna high horsepower and just say it's like it's worse if they switch to Dragonite or Rillaboom, but there's no way they do that, in my opinion. If I switch Weezing out, if it's Goldango switching in, also I don't even know. Like, am I gonna be slacking it? Like, is Slaking gonna be slacking it? I don't know, because if I'm wrong and I take, like, I don't think that I'm pretty sure I get to attack here. Oh, they Final Gambit into Kilowattrel. Okay, so I KO the Annihilate. I'm gonna miss high horsepower and mauled like you've never seen it before. Or I might just be slacking it. I don't know. He's gonna be slacking off. I don't know. Does he get to attack? I legitimately don't know. I wish I knew. Oh, he hits. He's not slacking it. Okay, cool. And I crit. Nice. Okay, so we trade Kilowattrel and some of Annihilate for... sorry, Kilowattrel and a good chunk of Slaking for the KO on both Ursaluna and what am I saying? Speak, Wolf! Rillaboom. Rillaboom. Dragonite. Okay. Rillaboom, Dragonite. Curious. What am I trying to say? What were the words I was trying to say before I... What did I KO? Ursaluna and Annihilate. I KO'd two monkeys, okay? I think Will-O-Wisp and Double Edge feels pretty good to me here because Dragonite could protect itself or it could be Terra Steel, but Rillaboom is typically going to be not a Terra that resists normal, and I think if I KO a Mon here, here's the Terra. I could have predicted both. That was the other option. I think this has got to be like Steel Dragonite. The other thing is that even if it was, it is Steel Dragonite, okay. The thing is, even if I was wrong about this and it was Rillaboom who Terra, then I would have Ice Shard pressure. So let's see. I expect kind of Fake Out maybe. It's Protect Rillaboom. Oh my god. Miss, skill shot, please. I've been so good. Okay. Do I even survive? Okay. Slaking, do you take this? Each one does 27. I think I take it. Any agreeers? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna take it. 4 hits. 4 hits. Oh, Slaking. Big. I might lose this anyway. Speed up, defense down. Okay. And I hit Will-O-Wisp, which is actually really kind of crucial here. So this Rillaboom is going to have high horsepower. It's not Assault Vest. Like, they're going to go high horsepower plus the dragon move, right? I think I have to Sludge Bomb here and Sucker Punch. Because I don't think that my Weezing... Slaking, you did good. You honestly did great. Great job, Slaking. You popped off here. Good job, buddy. So, I don't think that Weezing will die here. I also think they're going to miss. They hit. Oh, man. I don't think Weezing dies here. 5 hits is going to do a lot. I don't think I died a high horsepower from Rillaboom, unless it's like... No, it's not Choice Band. Stop. Oh, man. Did a lot. Okay, if I die here, then I lose for sure. Miss. They're going to have a high horsepower. A Wood Hammer. Oh, they don't have high horsepower. Oh, Recoil. Oh, big damage. Recoil. Sludge Bomb. Edge. Okay, cool. So I think Mamoswine cleans up now. I'm pretty sure that Mamoswine will clean up this game. I'm fairly certain. They've shown only Scale Shot from Dragonite, right? And Terra Steel. So Like, probably it has haze. Otherwise, I don't see her beating Dondozo. So haze, scale shot. We don't have extreme speed or anything. But the thing is that, like, there's no world where, like, there's no move that they can have that lets them beat Sash Mamoswine here, I think. They don't protect. They're not flying type anymore. They don't have an ability. Nobody has an ability, if I'm being honest. Scale shot into Mamo. Oh, wait, they're like minus a billion defense. Why is this thing so strong? I definitely could have lost to this. Yeah. Oh, it crit me. Look at how this is burned. It did half my health and it's... I'm in yellow. Oh, they double crit me. But like it would have one-shot me if I hadn't burned it. I think Weezing might have been MVP here because it stopped the grassy terrain, which makes a big deal. Maybe it doesn't make that big a deal. I would have kept Slaking alive, but also I would have died to grassy glide. So yeah, I guess it matters. Up. Good job, Slaking. So honestly, Slaking was really good here. Yeah, Slaking was really, really good here. Ursula to Blood Moon is a big problem for this team, and so being able to clear it quickly was pretty nice. I also want to say thanks to Kilowattrel. It's not a very like glorious way to go out, but it was an important sacrifice to like trade Kilowattrel for Annihilate 1-for-1. I think these last couple games have been much more indicative of the modes I expected to bring. Like the first 2 games, I was just Dondozo. Oh, that's way higher than I'm used to. Oh God. Okay, so this looks like a hard Trick Room team. They have Mandibuzz and Annihilate and a Bomasnow. I don't know, folks. This one I'm actually really at a loss for. This might have to be a Dozo game, but like it just looks so bad for Dondozo. Like everything looks bad here. None of my Pokemon look good. You know what? No. I think Dondozo's a bait. I'm gonna do these guys. I'm just so bad into I'm so bad into Dusclops. I'm not doing Dozo. I'm pretty sure this Dusclops has haze, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to hit like KO it. It's too tanky. Like I think the win condition here is probably Sludge Bomb. Like they don't know that I don't have Taunt. Lots of Weezing carry Taunt, but they might just lead Dusclops anyway. Annihilate and Mandibuzz. Okay. So I don't really know what to make of this. Mandibuzz is one of the tankiest Pokemon in the game, so I don't think I one-shot it. I'm gonna protect and Double Edge. This could really backfire in a couple different ways. I just don't know what like it's so hard when you don't have information. Interesting, it's Scarf. Okay, so we've confirmed that it's Scarf, which is pretty nice. And we also know we're about to know 3 of their Formons. Bomasnow. What are you doing here, Bomasnow? Bomasnow is actually pretty bad if they go for Tailwind here. Here's Double Edge. Oh my God. Slaking. That was never KOing. Not in a million years was that KOing. Never, ever was that going to KO. So that's a big deal because now they don't have speed control and I had a very fortunate turn 1. It is Ape again. Okay. So I think I just Sucker Punch here. They're going to go for U-turn. Wait, U-turn's not going to kill me though, is it? This sucks. I think I Sludge Bomb and Sucker Punch here. I don't love this play, to be honest. I get some damage, but I also give them a Rage Fist stack. This will allow me to survive a Final Gambit if that's what they go for. The worst case scenario is Final Gambit into yeah, okay, so I covered for this. The problem is that Blizzard can just KO both my guys now. And actually, even if it just KOs Weezing and it misses the other, first of all, they could be fast to Bomas now. This could be a total Trick Room bluff. Okay, they're not fast, or at least they're not faster than Weezing. That's Assault Vest. They should have known way more. They miss. Miss. No. I'm slacking off now. That's actually bad. That's actively bad for me. I can use Slaking to one-shot the Abomasnow because I'm pretty sure, like, surely that's Assault Vest, right? Which means that Slaking can one-shot with Double Edge. But that would mean sacking Kilowattrel for like a 1 HP Slaking, right? That can't be right. I think I have to go into Mamutal here. Tie Dragon, okay. Okay, here's the plan, chat. I'm gonna protect Mamoswine because I'm gonna say that I don't think this thing has Tailwind. I'm pretty sure I'm slacking off here. I'm like 90% confident. Oh, it protected. That's not good. That's not good. I'm slacking off. Oh my God. Oh, they went for Leaf Storm. Is that good for me or bad for me? I think it's bad for me. Here's the Terra. This has got to be Hydreigon. Otherwise, it's dead. I think it's probably Steel, but it could be Fire. That's not what I was expecting. Okay. Hopefully Slaking is faster. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh! Oh, it's so good! It's so good! It didn't even matter that he was slacking it. It didn't even matter that he was slacking off. He still showed up and he killed himself, but that's fine. That's actually a good job, Slaking. You popped. Oh, wait. He crit the Mandibuzz. He survived a turn of Truant. And then to clean it all up, he went for... He KO'd the Abomasnow and he outspent the Hydreigon. Wait, he's actually so goated. Good job, Slaking. I did not expect this to be Dragon Terra. -2, so Kilowattrel's in good shape now. It's Life Orb. That's also good to know. And I miss. No, I connect. Sheesh. Alrighty. That's pretty good. Good job, Mammothswine. And Kilowatt Troll, you were good on the bench as well. I think with that, we might have crossed over 1600 with, what are we, 7-1? Pretty good. Okay, let's see here. 1585. 1585 is pretty high ranked. Slaking mirror match? At one point, I figured out a strategy for this type of team, and I have since forgotten what it was. I want to lead with Slaking because it's the GOAT, but I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to. I'm pretty sure. I think this is a Dozo game. I'm pretty sure that I try and Dozo through. Yeah, okay. Weezing Slaking, Weezing Slaking, Weezing Slaking. Okay. What do I do? I want to discharge Earthquake, but the Weezing is just going to protect, right? I discharge Earthquake. I do it anyway. I do it for the love of the game. I could discharge Icicle Crash, but no, I discharge Earthquake. I do it for the love of the game. Oh! Discharge. Para. Oh, wait, crit. Para. Huh? No para? Huh? Oh, man. I lost my bird. Oh, man. My bird is dead. I even kill here. We actually don't want to kill the Slaking. Oh, it's so dead. Mammothswine's too strong. Okay, discharge Earthquake too strong. Oh, okay, I got both. Okay, Slaking down. But now, what is it? Indeedee Armor Rouge? What comes out now? What else is on? I didn't write it down. What else is on this team? Indeedee Armor Rouge, Torkoal, Annihilate. I mean, I just click it. It's got to be Indeedee Armor Rouge, right? Then again, it could be no, it could be Indeedee Torkoal. Because it could be like U-turn, weakness policy, weak armor stuff. It's Armor Rouge. Hey, I'm walking here. Oh wait, no, it kills. Wave Crash Indeedee, and then switch to Tatsugiri. I think this is the like. I don't think they're very likely to Terra Indeedee here, and if they do, they forfeited. Turn 2 win. Oh my god, turn 2 win. Okay, nice. So I'm probably like 1630 yellow box. There was a player who used to play who went by this tag. Oh, that's not good. I think I do Weezing Slaking here. I don't want to give them their like everything on this team needs its ability, but I might still lose even denying the abilities. I think I do these guys. Pelipper Sneasler. I don't know what to do. Like, I think I need to attack here, right? This is probably not going to work. They Terra'd. So it's probably Sneasler, right? Oh, wow. Is it Dark Terra? They're not throw chopping me, right? There's no way they're throw chopping. There is a way, actually. It's totally feasible. Okay. It's Scarf. Oh my god, they're totally hitting Slaking here. That's a crazy play. Oh, but Slaking is too goated. I'm sorry. Slaking is too goated. I'd probably still lose. Clearing Pelipper is good though, for sure, because now there's no rain. Like it's still not a bad trade for me, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like if we trade Terra here for a burn on Sneasler, like we both lose Terras, but I get really Pelipper and I hit. Yeah, okay, burn on Sneasler. This is not so bad. Like it's not so good either. But it's definitely not terrible. I'm gonna go into Dozo here. The question is, what's their answer? Because the only thing that I see that they could have that would be annoying is this Amoonguss. And that would mean that their offense is just really limited if it's Amoonguss. Or Caledon comes out. Okay. So I like Switch plus Earthquake here. The other option is like Toxic Spikes plus Switch, which would be really good if the last mon is Indeedee or Basculation. So I think Toxic Spikes plus Protect here is actually somewhat reasonable. It's not an incredible play. We switch out actually. So now we know what the last mon is, which means these Toxic Spikes are probably wasted. And it is Amoonguss actually. So the Toxic Spikes are wasted completely, but the good thing is that the Dire Claw, the problem is basically this turn they can get me with a status condition, and if they get me with a status condition, my life gets really difficult. Will-O-Wisp plus sub here, because the way that they're playing this makes me think that they have Clear Smog. Oh, into Weezing. Oh, hold on. They don't have a chance anymore to stop my whatever it's called. This person likes to make hard reads, is what I've learned. Do I hit? Okay, that's a big deal. Maybe now is just when I pull the trigger, honestly. Like they burn both. Okay, it depends on if they spore my Weezing or not. They don't. They spore into Dundito. Okay, cool. And they can't get Regenerator healing here either. So I think I just Protect. Protect, great. I think a worst case scenario would be if Amoonguss actually switched out here. That would be bad for me. They close combat. Okay. I don't think there's even a chance that Dondozo against Sneasler burnt. Even with a crit, I don't think. Oh, they put me to sleep. Oh man, I'm gonna Wave Crash. I need to get more damage on this thing before. Basically, the way that I lose this is that if our Caledon comes in. Oh, Rage Powder, interesting. But that's fine. The danger here is that Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Like the only danger here is the Amoonguss. The problem is that another close combat actually is unlikely to break the sub, but not impossible. Oh, that did a lot. Good job, Dendozo. Okay, it is Citrus Berry. Okay, cool. So now they have no item, and so now all the damage is permanent. Like, I know this looks like I'm gonna win, but the problem is that if I lose Dendozo, I think I will lose the Archaludon. I Sludge Bomb here, and I think I sub again, although I don't think that, like, the problem is that another one could break. Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. I needed to Earthquake that turn. Ideally, they break my sub here. I think the worst case scenario is that they attack and don't break the sub. Okay. They attack. Do they break the sub? Yes. Okay, that's really good. That's the perfect scenario. Okay, then I feel pretty smart, if I do say so myself. Okay, I get up another sub here, which means that Sneasler can now no longer break another sub, which is really good. And Weezing wakes up. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but it just could be helpful later in the game. So I could Wave Crash the Sneasler here if I wanted, but I think now is when I combine. Amoonguss is off the field, and if I get another KO, it's going to be really difficult for them to get any recovery. So I do think that now is finally the time to go for the combined play. So I switch and I go for an Earthquake. And I think because they can't Terra, yeah, I need the damage to stick is basically the thesis of this fight. Also, I think I trained my Tatsugiri to survive Draco Meteor from Archaludon, so I have that as a last resort because I still have full HP on Tatsugiri. This means they stayed in with both, by the way. So I get Tatsugiri in, pops in the mouth, and finally I have combined Dendozo behind a substitute. Oh, nice. Okay. What I think is interesting about it is that, like, because the setup is so strong, if you are comfortable playing a little bit risky, you can find spots where you can delay combining, like in this game, and to like really great effect. And yeah, now I just did a ton of damage. And I think that that's most likely a Solve Vest Archaludon. I don't know for sure. It is worth noting that I could still lose this. If this Archaludon breaks my sub here. Oh, they go after Tatsugiri? Okay, yeah. So basically, because I delayed combining for so long, the opponent just was like, okay, well, eventually, like I guess he's not going to do it. Like, I guess, you know, he left his Weezing on the field, even though it was asleep, even though it wasn't doing anything except for like Will-O-Wisping Amoonguss, he still left it on the field here. And now, on the turn where I combine, they rage quit. On the turn where I combine, they they double into it. I mean, it's frustrating, right? Like, Dendozo's a frustrating Pokemon generally. Let's see here. Who are we facing off against? Another high-ranked opponent, 1666. So, this is a tough one. This is, yeah, like, Blood Moon Ursaluna is just such a big problem for my team. You know, this might be a game where I have to do Mamoswine up front, actually. Okay, here's the problem. If I lead with Weezing plus Slaking, which is what I want to do, and they lead with Amoonguss plus Ursaluna Blood Moon, I think I just like lose on the spot. So instead what I do is I think I do these two, and you know, I don't think it's super likely that they lead with these two, to be honest, but I do think it's something that I should respect. Yeah, they don't have a lot of speed control. They're really reliant on Dragonite. So a big part of this game is, can I clear Dragonite? Because Dragonite, as you saw in the game where I burned it, can just do a ton of damage. So it is Ursaluna Dragonite. I would say that overall that's like probably one of the worst case scenarios for me. So what are my options here? I can double into a slot for a KO, but I will lose a Mon. I think this should get me a KO, Air Slash plus Icicle Crash. I think this is what I have to do, unfortunately. I don't really like it very much. And even if they do Terra Ursaluna here, I mean, they had to Terra something. Yeah, I don't feel great about this, if I can be honest. This seems pretty difficult. It is Dragonite, so is it Steel or Fairy? It's actually Electric, so if I'd gone for Earthquake, I would be in really good shape. The only good thing is that because it's Electric, it's actually weak to high horsepower. What are they doing with this? Are they protecting? Okay, I hit Air Slash. Let's see if this is Assault Vest. It's not Assault Vest. So if I hit Icicle Crash, oh, it's fast and it has Ice Spinner. I'm dead. I'm turbo dead. Although honestly, I'm a little, okay, I'm not that surprised. Kilowatt Troll is no bulk, but they're faster than me. I missed. I missed. And they don't flinch. Okay, that's just game. That is extremely frustrating if I can be just blunt about it. That sucks. Okay, I go into Slaking. They have Ice Spinner, which means like they're probably not. They are Life Orb, right? I could still win this. It's not impossible, but I have to get this turn specifically correct. I think if I don't get this turn correct, I just lose. I'm pretty sure this Ursaluna has Protect. I'm gonna go all in here. I'm gonna call that it's protecting Ursaluna here. I think I've missed 2 Ursaluna with Icicle Crash, which is crazy. Why? Like, it's like my worst matchup, but I keep missing it. Okay, we need to see Protect or Vacuum Wave. Okay, is it Choice Band on the Dragonite? Because that seems possible as well. Okay, I connect. A KO. Okay, hang on. It's not over yet. I have 1 HP Mamoswine in the back, which is certainly like not a good position, like not a great situation. Mungus. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. It's fine. I can still win this. I just need to be precise. Because this turn it's going to be Blood Moon, right? Okay, I think that, like, if they play optimally, I think I always lose this. What we really need to see is Rage Powder. But, like, Citrus Berry Spore is somewhat difficult for me to stop. They protect Blood Moon. Protect Blood Moon Vacuum Wave? They protect both? Oh my god. What is going on? What is the item on this Ursaluna? Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I got my Terra. Yeah, they go for Rage Powder. Even Rocky Helmet probably beats me now. The problem is if either Mon dies here, it's not Citrus, or it's not Rocky Helmet. Oh god. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, okay, I lost. That's the thing about it. This is why, like, inaccurate moves, you really risk a lot. And I think especially in Mamoswine, because missing a move on a Mamoswine can be really impactful, especially when the target is, like, the biggest threat to the team. Volcarona, ooh, god. It's another Blood Moon team plus Dragonite. So Volcarona, this one is probably, I think, Assault Vest on the Blood Moon. So I think I want to bring the other 4. I don't love this order, but against, I mean, I guess against Blood Moon, no, I think I want to do these in this order. Like, if it is Bulk Up, like, typically Annihilate plus Grimmsnarl means Bulk Up, not always, but often. Ursaluna Grimmsnarl. Okay, so like the safe play here is to go for Terra Ghost and protect. The thing is that they never attack Weezing is the thing. Like they never attack Weezing. So I'm willing to take a little bit of a risk here and go for Sludge Bomb plus Terra Ghost Double Edge, because if I get the call right, I'll be in really good shape. Like I think Earth Power just feels somewhat committal. A lot of players will also forget that Blood Moon doesn't. This is probably too risky. I probably should have protected. I feel like this is one of the things where I always attack with Weezing and then, or I always protect Weezing and then they never attack it. And then the one time where I go for the more aggressive play and just attack with it is the time I get punished. So here's Double Edge. This should do a lot. Hopefully it's Weezing who moves next. We really want to see Blood Moon into Slaking. Okay, Sludge Bomb coming out is good here because it means regardless I'm going to get some damage down. They go for T-Wave, but they miss actually into Slaking. And let's see a Blood Moon. Every time I get it wrong. Oh, I lived. Oh, I lived. Oh, yeah, I survive. KO. Oh wait, who is faster between? Oh, Weezing is faster. Weezing is faster than Grimmsnarl. But the thing is that this actually like isn't that good for me. I get both KOs, but the problem is that both my mons are so low and they have Dragonite in the back. So this really could backfire. Yeah, here's Dragonite. And here is Volcaronia. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Do I want to protect here? I think I want my mons to go down actually at this point. I think I double it. They protect Volcarona. Okay, so either wait, they might be protecting both here. Hold on. Okay, this should KO. Okay, huge. Slaking pops off. Slaking is the GOAT. Do I survive this? Oh, I do. Oh, that's big. That's big. That's big. That's big. Okay. Do I want to attack here with Weezing? Or do I want to protect? Like, they're going to go for Heat Wave probably, right? I don't think Weezing has anything left to do here, to be honest. I think Double Edge plus Sludge Bomb is fine here. Oh, but I'm faster. Okay. Okay, Slaking actually kind of went hard. I got a bit lucky with the Thunderwave miss. If they hadn't missed Thunderwave, then I think I would have been in pretty bad shape, actually, with how the turn one went. It was actually really smart of them to go for Thunderwave rather than go for a screen first, because normally these players will go for screens, but the Thunderwave was way more impactful. And they even went for Earth Power into... yeah, they even went for Earth Power, which is not the usual play, in my opinion. So, yeah, they played really good turn one from them, but the problem was that they missed Thunderwave, and then I got really... And my Weezing survived. Ooh, this opponent's pretty high ranked. They're higher ranked than me. Goldango, Dragapult, Primarina. Okay, so this team, I don't think that I can lead with Kilowattrel here. I think I need to really prioritize getting rid of the Dragapult. That seems very, very important to me. And I actually think in this matchup, it might be, if they go with a Dragapult-centric strategy, it may be best for me to use Terra Fairy Weezing, actually, believe it or not. The nice thing is that this team doesn't have speed control, so I just need to kind of worry about removing the Dragapult, which I'm pretty sure is going to be in the lead. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Okay. I kind of like protecting both here. I don't think it's likely to be super punished. And the alternative is Protect plus Terra Fairy here. but I don't love that either. I might be like in a best case scenario, I think I get a burn on the Dragapult. I'm just going to protect both. And I get the Terra out this way, which gives me some info. I think it's probably Dragon Terra, which I don't love necessarily. It is Helping Hand. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I thought they might go for Helping Hand here. And the reason I like protecting both here is because now, if they're locked into Outrage, then I can at least know about it. I probably need to go Fairy Terra here, right? Double Edge plus Fairy Terra. And go for Sludge Bomb into Clefairy. So it's a 50-50 for them to target right. In a perfect world, they go Helping Hand Outrage. They hit Weezing. Like Helping Hand Outrage, hit Weezing, and then go from there. Like the thing is, if they get Slacking this turn and they help, like if they get Slacking this turn without me attacking, I'm probably in trouble. Go for Helping Hand, so it's a 50-50. If they attack into Slacking, then I'm in a lot of trouble. But if they hit my Weezing, they hit Weezing. Okay. Fairy Terra is very funny because it's stupid. I get the Dragapult. That's a huge deal. Even if Goldango comes in now, it's still really, really good for me. Yeah, getting rid of Dragapult. Yeah, the Outrage is partially abusable. But yeah, you would think that, you know, if you wanted a Fairy type Weezing, then you would simply run Galarian Weezing. But I seem to have circumvented that little concept here. Here's Sludge Bomb. It should do like half, right? Oh my God, it does nothing. It's still, oh, that's not nothing. That's big. So they have Primarina in the back and Rillaboom. So that's very bad for them, I think. Maybe I should have Will-O-Wisp. Maybe that would have been better this turn, or like Sludge Bomb the Rillaboom, but I just figured Double Edge covers it and Sludge Bomb makes it so that Clefairy can't really switch around very easily. So let's fake out here. I wonder what Clefairy is doing. It could be Sing, which would be kind of bad. Oh, but they go down. Okay, cool. So now we're up 4-2, and Rillaboom just went for a fake out, which means it is low-key, high-key susceptible to Double Edge, and they've already Terra'd. Primarina is the last. I was right about that. So once I deal with the Rillaboom, I should just win like cleanly with Kilowattrel, right? So I'll just go for Double Edge and Sludge Bomb and split the targets. They've already Terra'd, so they have no defense, and they forfeit. Yeah. Yeah, Fairy Terra Weezing. I mean, I got lucky that I won the 50-50. I don't think it was guaranteed over if I didn't win it. I was worried about Goldango in the back, but since it was Rillaboom, like I think I was in okay shape given that I got the poison and what was I saying? It was a big win. I don't remember what I was saying. Pretty high ranked. Okay, this is another team that is somewhat similar to the one we just played. I would really like to lead with Kilowattrel plus Mamoswine here. I think that I'm going to try it. I don't love it per se. This is very risky because I'm risking giving Rillaboom terrain, which is the big fear. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, I think I can discharge. Wait, but does discharge even KO? It might not KO. Okay, I'm +2 Kilowattrel, which is quite good, and they don't intimidate either Pokemon. Do you think Discharge KOs Salamence? I don't mind just like Thunderbolt plus Terraghost Thunderbolt plus Icicle Crash here. It seems pretty decent. I would love to Earthquake, but I think it's probably better that I don't. Oh, hello. This might be Rillaboom. Ah, man. You know what I could have done is I could have doubled this slot. I didn't really think about that play. I think as long as we see a fake out, it's probably okay. Oh, it's Grassy Seed. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, that's not good. That's not... Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Ah, it's not good. That's not good. It depends what they go for here. They're tearing. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's not me. What are they doing? Parastellar? What did I go for? Did I go for Icicle Crash? I think I Icicle Crashed this slot. Is that possible? What move are they going for here? Dire Claw? If I don't get affected by status, I'm in really good shape. Should we fake out? Acrobatics into Kilowattrel? There's no way. Oh man, are you kidding me? That sucks. I can't believe they predicted the Terra and wow, very impressive, extremely impressive in my onion. And I missed Icicle Crash. I can't believe that. Actually, I totally can believe it. Okay, well I think I lose. That's another loss on the Icicle Crashes, but it's not over yet. Okay, hello everybody. So it is 8 a.m. I woke up early today because I went to bed early. Good for me. Please say good for you, Wolfey, in the comments. Interesting. So this team looks fairly difficult, I would say. Corviknight in general is something of a problem. Dragonite means that Dondozo is not really viable, and then Delphox is quite powerful in general. However, Slaking is pretty good here, minus the Corviknight. I can burn the Corviknight. I think that I need to bring... I mean, the good news is that this team looks somewhat reliant on abilities, so I do think this is a Weezing Slaking game. And then in the back, I think I probably need to bring Kilowattrel and Mamoswine. The only thing is that, like, Kilowattrel is actually quite good here if I can deny Psychic Terrain. If I can keep speed control. The problem is that Dragonite can be a real problem. But I think overall this seems like a reasonable lead for me to go for, like a reasonable combination for me to go for. So I'm going to try this. It is indeed Email and Delphox. I'm going to go Sucker Punch plus Sludge Bomb here, I think. The problem is that if... Oh, shoot. This is probably Delphox. Yeah. Unless it's Terra Psychic, I'm in some trouble. It is Terra Fighting. You know what? I had a feeling it was Terra Fighting. The issue is that if I protect both, the next turn I don't have anything to do. If I Sucker Punch this, I do nothing with that, which is unfortunate. That's Scarf and DD. Oh, that's Scarf and DD. Would I survive? I think I'll survive this. I'm actually not 100% sure. This is pretty strong. I died. Okay. So can I still win this? It's Scarf and DD. I think I need like a poison or something. The issue is that I didn't get the poison. I think I'm going to lose this because it's Scarf. I should have protected both. The issue is that Weezing then becomes a sitting duck, and that means Slaking is a sitting duck too. You know what I think I have to do here? I think I have to go into Mamoswine and click Earthquake plus Protect. And I think I need to just hope that things go right for me. I think I need to go for Terra Ghost Earthquake here. It's not a good play necessarily. I need to hope that they go for Terra Blast instead of a Fire Move or Expand. I think this is my only play. It's just not very good. Like, in theory, they could go for... This play isn't very good, but it's the only play I see that could get me back in the game. Like, basically, if I survive the turn with Mamoswine and get both KOs with Earthquake, then I can see a world where I'm able to get back in, where their last Pokemon is like Dragonite, and I can Ice Shard it. They don't protect. So the real question is, did they go for Terra Blast here? And who did Indeedee target? Okay, if I'm gonna win this game, this is the way it starts. Show me Terra Blast. Burning Jealousy. So I didn't really need to Terra here, I guess. But yeah, I don't regret it. God, that's strong. I'm not even sure that Earthquake's in a KO here. Earthquake's not that strong, but Delphox isn't that bulky. I needed to keep Weezing alive because I need to deny Psychic Terrain for Ice Shard. Okay, I get both KOs. So, like, it's not like 100% over. It's just not, it's not looking good. If they have Sneasler, then I think it's pretty likely that the Sneasler has Throat Chop. Okay, we just don't want... It's going to be Dragonite. And then I have to play a guessing game with oh, it's Ninetales. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, man. I'm so close. Like, Kilowattrel almost cleans up here, but the problem is that I don't have any damage on the Ninetales. It should be Throat Chop. Like, the thing is that Weezing doesn't survive a hit. Is it... Wait, it's not Scar... Oh, it's just slower. Miss. Oh, wait, I have a chance. I have a chance, but I could win. No! Oh, no! Oh, man. Oh, man. I lose. Kilowattrel. Like, I don't one-shot Ninetales is the problem. I barely two-shot. I think I need Air Slash Flinch into Earthquake Kill. Like, I think I gotta go for... It's either Air Slash or... Yeah, I just Air Slash and hope for the flinch. Oh, there's a chance. If I hit, I have a 30% chance to win this. Okay, I have 30% chance to win. I did a lot. No! Oh, wait, don't freeze. No! Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Wait, no, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. I have 2 chances to thaw. I have 1 chance to thaw. Die. Okay. 20% of the time, I win. Kilowattrel, come on. Whoa! Hit. Yeah. No sash. I cannot believe I won that. That is... Okay, I cannot believe that I won that. Kilowattrel clutched up. Kilowattrel dies to Expanding Force. How did it tank Blizzard? Okay, well... That was... exciting. That's all I gotta say about that. That was a roller coaster. Blizzard miss into Blizzard into die anyway into no flinch into survive with both into freeze into thaw. Okay. Oh man. Oh wait. Oh man. Wait. Oh man, they'll lead Whimsicott here, and I don't know if they'll lead with either Goldengo or with Ursaluna. I need to do different things for, wait, do I need to do different things for both? I probably should do Kilowattrel plus Mamoswine lead. The problem is if they lead with Ursaluna Blood Moon. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna bring Tatsugiri, Mamoswine, Weezing, Slaking, and I'm gonna bring no Dozo, no Kilowattrel. Okay, Tatsugiri, no Dozos. I've never done this. I lose. Okay, I didn't think this through, I think. Okay, the other option is to actually switch in No, I can't switch in Weezing. I actually can't. Like, do I want to Terra here? No, I'm just gonna not Terra and rip it, I think. Every time I get it wrong. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, I hit both. Okay, it's AV Slaking, or AV Ursaluna. How come I haven't gotten a drop yet? I know that this looks bad, but you have to bear with me. I think it's actually okay. Okay, it's not okay. I'm doomed. It's doomed. Let's go into Slaking. If I'd gone for Protect even. Okay, I go for Draco Meteor this time, and I go for Terra Ghost Double Edge. Okay, no switches. It's AV on the Ursaluna, so it can't protect itself. This is like one thing that separates Slaking from something like Regigigas, is that I don't need Weezing on the field, just only for this turn. Oh, they protected. That's not good. Because now I do need Weezing on the field, unfortunately. Okay, I Terra'd for nothing. You know, in hindsight, if I'd led with Slaking Weezing here, I would have been fine. But I can't lead Slaking Weezing into like Whimsicott Goldengo is the thing. Also, let's think this through. We know what they have in the back. They have Dragonite plus oh, they have Dragonite. It's probably Dragonite plus Archaludon, right? Wait, Protect and Fake Out means no coaching, I think. There's Dragonite, okay. So some Dragonite are Terra Steel, some of them are Terra Fairy. I think I need to just not overthink this one. I'm gonna switch to Weezing to activate the neutralizing gas, and I'm gonna double edge the Dragonite. They don't know if my last Pokemon is Dondozo, because they're looking at my team and they're like, well, either he doesn't have Dondozo or he doesn't have Weezing. So I just switch in double edge. They are gonna Terra Dragonite this turn, I'm pretty sure. Because they're under threat of like Draco. Oh wait, no, but I'm slacking off. So maybe they might not, but they really should. Oh, it would be awesome if they don't Terra. That would be ideal. But I think they will. Okay, ideal is they Terra to Fairy. Worst case scenario is they Terra to Steel, but I don't have a way of covering for both because I need to switch in this turn because Truon is active. Oh, it's Fairy. Hold on. They're probably gonna Dire Claw me, right? Or coaching, like they're 2-3 supports, no dual attack. It is Dire Claw, so unless they get a status here, I'm in pretty good shape. Oh, okay. I get the Terra. So you're probably thinking, oh wow, like he got the Dragon and he wins, but the problem is that if the last one is Archaludon, I think I still lose, which is pretty unfortunate. I need the last one to be like, yeah, so the problem is it's Archaludon, and this is gonna be Power Herb. Oh yeah, wait, it's Power Herb, but they don't have Terra available. Okay, no Protect from Sneasler. Protect from Archaludon would be good. Okay, cool, nice. Like I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought that there was a good chance that they would protect there, because I think they want to get rid of the Slaking. I need to hit this Will-O-Wisp. The problem is I legitimately could still lose this. Like I'm not even just like doing a bit. Because the issue is that high horsepower is pretty unlikely to KO the Archaludon. Sneasler could status me. I definitely just go for this. They have no Terra available. Because I can survive Draco Meteor, but I can't survive +1 Draco Meteor. And they're gonna Electroshot this turn. Yeah, this is... Oh, I would have died. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm dead. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I lose. Wait, no. I actually lose. I'm not even joking, because that's, oh my god, I can't believe it. If I hit Will-O-Wisp, unless they Draco. Oh yeah, the Electroshot. Okay, like I didn't do enough damage, and now Tatsugiri, I don't have my Terra anymore, so Tatsugiri is gonna get one shot by Archaludon. This is gonna do like 60. It's only gonna do like 60. Trust. Okay, wait. There's a chance. Oh, okay, there's a chance. There. I burn. Okay, it's gonna be really close. So, okay, this turn I need to not protect Weezing because I might need to do it next turn. So I Sludge Bomb the Sneasler, and I think I click Icy Wind because if Tatsugiri gets an attack off here, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. So I think I Icy Wind here. A Dire Claw into the Tatsugiri. Oh, and they get the sleep. Oh my god, wait, did they double Tatsu? Or did they split the... Oh, okay, they double Tatsu. It's fine. Actually, this is better because I was dead to Draco Meteor anyway. They were playing around Focus Sash, but I'm Assault Vest. Yeah, I didn't reveal that Mammoth's trying to Focus Sash. Okay, and now I Sludge Bomb the Sneasler, which doesn't do a lot of damage, But the thing is, because I'm Covert Cloak, they can't poison, or they can't sleep or paralyze me. So, and they're burned, so they're not doing very much damage. The question is, do they go down here? Oh, okay. Well, I still made the right play, but the play that I made was risky, is what I will say. We've seen 3 of their 4 moves. It seems reasonable to assume that their last move is close combat. So I'm going to protect here because I do need the poison to tick down. Because I'm Covert Cloak, they can't hit me with a status condition because they're burned. They can't KO me. I don't even think a crit will definitely not KO me because Weezing is naturally quite high base defense. So it's a battle of the poison types. My Weezing against their Sneasler, the Gen 1 Mon versus, I guess, technically the Gen 8 Mon. But I'm pretty sure I do win this, but it was very close and I needed a lot to go right. But I think this was cool because, how much did this do? Yeah, it was fine. I think this was cool because, nice. I brought Tatsugiri with no Dondozo, and I didn't even get the leads right, but it still worked. And I got the turn 1 wrong, actually. I let my Mammoth One go down for no reason. But Tatsugiri was pretty good here. The Muddy Water damage is actually quite important. Although I guess, based on how things played out, no, I needed the damage on the Ursaluna, so actually it's fine. Good job, Tatsugiri. Okay, another relatively high-ranked opponent. So this is the kind of team where, like, it could be Mousehold Annihilate, like, stuff. Do I want to bring Dondozo Tatsugiri, or do I want to bring Weezing Slaking? I think that I do bring Weezing Dozo here, though, to be honest. Dozo Tatsu, sorry. I'm expecting Mousehold plus Annihilate bleed with Dozo Tatsu in the back. I don't think Vivian comes here. Okay, I was wrong. But it's good to be wrong here, actually. But what are they doing here? Because this almost telegraphs, like, Final Gambit, I think. Typically, with this kind of lead, you would expect the Sash to be on Kilowattrel, and this is a high-ranked opponent, so I do feel okay just going for Ice Shard plus Volt Switch here. Okay, they don't protect, so I get the Sash on the... well, if it had Sash, it doesn't have anymore. Okay, they are Scarf. That's really good to know. So by confirming that this is Scarf, we also confirm that the Mousehold is not, it's probably Population Bomb. Yeah, like the thing is that now if their last 2 Pokemon are Dondozo and Tatsugiri, I might be able to win this on timer because I have a Pokemon lead. It is Mousehold. So because it's Mousehold, that also confirms that the final Pokemon is probably Archaludon, if I had to guess. It's like they don't have Dozo and Tatsu. I'm down to just Terra Ground Earthquake, play a little aggressively. Terra Ground Earthquake plus switch to Tatsugiri is okay, I think. Because this cover to switch out into the Archaludon. It also, like, if I KO the Mousehold here, which seems possible, maybe not likely, but possible. My idea is that basically, if they switch into Archaludon, this Terra Ground is going to do a lot of damage. Like, I'm going to KO unless they're sturdy. Okay, but they targeted the Mamoswine, so I get some damage down, which is good, because this might put them in Ice Shard range as well. It is Pop Bomb. So they hit me 10 times. It's going to do about 100 damage unless they crit or miss. No crits yet. 2 more. 1 more. Should be it. Okay, I'll go for Earthquake. This should KO, because they're max speed on the Mousehold. Yeah, the thing is that I'm not affected by the defense boosts. Defense drops don't actually matter here for me, because I have Oblivious, which is ignoring them. Oh my god, I can't speak today. I think if I get rid of Annihilate, I win the game. It is Archaludon. So I'm going to protect here, I think, because the only way I lose this now is if they get a critical hit. A critical hit close combat, I think, is the only way. And even then, yeah, I think critical hit close combat and Draco Meteor KOing my Tatsugiri in the same turn is the way that I lose. Here's the Terra. This is good to know in case this is like flying Annihilate. Oh, it is Annihilate, actually. Oh, it's Grass. Interesting. That means that Mamoswine, I guess with the close combat drops, Mamoswine I sure was already KOing. I guess what we'll do here is we'll just see if the Archaludon goes for Protect. It's the 3rd close combat. Eventually, they might run out. Draco Meteor, okay. They go for close combat. They need to crit me this turn on this attack. They don't get the crit. Earthquake will drop the Archaludon down to Focus Sash. You know, actually, it could be Stamina. It could be Stamina. It's not necessarily Sturdy, because they do have Pop Bomb on the Mousehold, which does combo with it, even if it doesn't combo with the... Yeah, okay, it is Sturdy. Cool. And that should be game, because now Ice Shard always wins, and there's no real counterplay. It's quick. Hopefully somebody above 1700. That's fine. 1665. Ugh. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. This is probably AV on the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Every Pokemon on this team is challenging for different reasons. Slaking can run away with the game, but only if I do enough damage with my opener first. So this could be a little bit challenging, I think. And they don't even have Intimidate, which is like a nice potential threat. This looks pretty bad for me. Okay, Goldango with Dragonite. So here's the dynamics here. I think that this Dragonite is going to Terrastalize because otherwise I'm threatening to just completely boom it with Ice Move, right? So I think what I want to do here is actually go for Discharge because why not? And Earthquake and basically say I think you're Terrastalizing. I feel like I haven't gotten any crucial discharge paralysis yet. I think this is the game where I get them. They switch Goldango out. That's not good. It could be Rillaboom. It's Ursaluna. Okay, if they don't Terra here, I'm actually just boomed. Okay, they Terra'd. Steal, 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 steal. Please, 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 please. Steal, 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 steal. Oh, man. I mean, I still made the right move. Okay, and we know 3 of the 4 Mons, which is good. But the problem is that now I'm boomed. I'm turbo boomed. I need a para this turn, I think. I really need a para. Or I need a Scale Shot and miss. One or the other. Para, 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 para. That did nothing. Oh, they went for Tailwind. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, chat. Go for Earthquake. How much does this do? Okay. Oh, and I crit. I'm the best. Now what do I do? I have missed every... Oh god, okay. Last time we played in DD Male plus whatever it's called, Delphox. Like I could do Kilowattrel Mamoswine in the lead, which is bad into a lot of things, but okay into some. I'm just worried about, you know what? I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna say if I do it, then I need to get the para, and if I don't get the para, then I lose the game with Discharge. It could be Scarf in DD though, actually. Dragonite plus Whimsicott. Okay. I think switch to Weezing plus Crash is reasonable. You know what? Actually, I like Air Slash and switch to Weezing this way, I think. Because I think it's probably Sash on the in DD Male. So I'm gonna call out that it's Sash in DD Male. This also scouts for the Terra from Dragonite. There's no more Prankster. They do Terra. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't commit to an Ice move here. I got the Terra out, which is good. It's probably Fairy. Steel. Okay, so that means that it's weak to Slaking, high horsepower. So overall, I feel pretty good about that decision. Assuming Air Slash connects, which is not a guarantee. I connect. Let's see if it's Sash. It is not Sash. So we denied Tailwind, which is a really big deal here. And they go for Scale Shot. I do trade Kilowattrel here for the Whimsicott, but I think that's overall a decent trade. It's not like ideal, but it does mean that this Dragonite's in range of high horsepower. The main issue is just that it's speed boosted now. Speed up, defense down. That also means it's in range of both my ground moves. So I'm gonna go into Slaking here. They've already Terra'd it. There's no Tailwind, which is good. Hoopalin, the sociable. Delphox. Alrighty. So, I mean, Sucker Punch plus Will-O-Wisp seems pretty free. I'm gonna go for it. They might not cover for Sucker Punch. Protect Dragonite, okay. They protect both. Okay. So I kind of like Protect here. Plus Terra Fairy Will-O-Wisp. And because I Terra Fairy, I should survive a Psychic move anyway. Okay, they switched, so this should be in DD Male. That's got to be in DD Male, right? Let's see here. I still have Mamoswine in the back as well, but if Slaking or Weezing goes down, I'm going to have a lot of trouble with the Delphox because of I've lost the speed advantage, I think. So that's the main thing I'm afraid of right now. I protect Slaking. This should be Scale Shot. Scale Shot into... my Slaking. So I didn't need to Terra here, but I think this covered more options. Let's see if we hit Will-O-Wisp. We do. Okay, so Dragonite is now much weaker, which is excellent. I almost wonder if I should ever switch Weezing out here. Oh, sorry, switch Slaking out here. I never switched Weezing out here. Alternatively, I could just try and KO Dragonite with high horsepower here. Go for the KO on Dragonite and Sludge Bomb into the DD Male. They missed. Okay, that's good. Expanding Force. Okay, that's bad. Doesn't do that much, which is good. Like, I'm just trying to get into a position where Mamoswine Earthquake wins the game because of Focus Sash. So if Sludge Bomb gets a poison, then I'm in really, really good shape. And if Sludge Bomb doesn't get a poison, I'm in almost good shape. Sludge Bomb comes out. Show me a poison. a lot of damage. Okay, that's a big deal. That actually puts me in a position where I think I can find a guaranteed win condition. Yeah, literally as soon as Indeedee Male goes down, I 1v1 with Mammoth because my sash is still intact. Right, so I can protect both here. No need to rush because the poison's taking down the Indeedee Male. Protect. Protect. They didn't protect either Mon, which makes me a little nervous, but that's okay. Go for Flamethrower into Slaking and Expanding Force into Slaking. Okay, they want Slaking gone. I can go Sucker Punch plus Sludge Bomb here, and that covers for pretty much everything. Nice. Okay, cool. I think we made some pretty smart plays here. I think calling out that the Whimsicott was unlikely to be Focus Sash and trading Kilowattrel for the Whimsicott and not giving them speed control was nice. And also just getting rid of the go in prison. Yeah, getting rid of the Tailwind Setter and just the Whimsicott generally, so it can't use Encore shenanigans was really nice. And I think also Terra Fairy was really good on Weezing here. Like, I think this was a good matchup for Terra Fairy Weezing, so that's a good win. Okay, so this team doesn't have any clear answers to my Dondozo, except for Ninetales, who I really got to watch out for. I either do Weezing Slaking here, which is pretty weak to Whimsicott stuff, but it's better into Ninetales stuff, or I do these two up front with Dondozo Tatsu in the back. I think I do these two. Yeah, I think this is solid. It's probably Power Herb Archaludon, so I might want to save my Ground Terror here for my, what's it called? Whimsicott plus Annihilate. So, chat, what are we thinking? I kind of want to go for Air Slash plus Earthquake because Specs Air Slash will do a lot of damage to Annihilate, even if it's bulky. I don't know if it gets the one-shot. It's never gotten it before. Oh, it doesn't even get close to the one-shot. Maybe I should just double the Whims then. And this way I deny the stacks on the Annihilate. Tailwind, okay. So I made the wrong play, probably. This could be a not bulk up Annihilate, but I could be wrong about that. Get some damage down. It's Final Gambit, actually, so we might get both KOs here. If I hit Air Slash, I'm gonna get both KOs. They totally bluffed. They actually completely bluffed and got me. I definitely thought it was, I was so convinced it was beat up stuff. Okay. Well. Ninetales. This is a pretty major problem, to be honest, because now what do I do? Switch plus Protect, I guess. That really sucks. 95% accurate. That's okay. It happens. They stayed in. Surely they're not going for Endeavor, right? Okay, they go for Protect. That's fine. Blizzard? Okay. Is it supposed to do that much? 171 down to 225. Hang on a second. That did like 54 damage. Okay, if it doesn't have... That's Specs Ninetales. You know what? I'm going to... Ice Shard plus Earthquake. I'll accept that Mammoth one's going down here. They switched. Not good. Archaludon. Okay. Nothing. Strong. Here's the problem. Well, there's a couple problems. They could switch either Pokemon into Whimsicott. And if they do, how screwed am I? The problem is they have one turn left of Tailwind. This is all because the Whimsicott didn't go down, but that's fine. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. I'm gonna risk my Dondozo going down here. Because I think I can still win this, even if I got it right. Oh wait, but do I anyway? Wait, did I get it right or no? Wait a second. I think I made a mistake. Oh, that is more health left than I realized. Hold on, I may have made a mistake here. But no, I mean, I made the right play. The only question was I supposed to Ground Terror? And there's no way I was supposed to Ground Terror here. The problem is the Terra Electric. Yeah. Not good for me. Yeah, I don't survive this. I needed to Ground Terror, I guess. That being said, I can still win this, believe it or not. Like, it's actually not over. There's Electroshot. I'm gonna lose Dondozo, unfortunately. But I needed to commit Ground Terror here, which, you know, maybe I could have survived Specs Blizzard, but it felt wrong. You know what I mean? They aimed at Tatsugiri! Oh my god, hold on, we're back. We're so back. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. Let's go. Okay. And that should be maybe not guaranteed, but very likely to win. That was a really risky Earthquake, but basically my thought process was that even if I lose Dendozo here, because I have Terra Steel on Assault this Tatsugiri, and I still have Kilowattrel alive, I should be able to still win because Terra Steel Tatsugiri against like low HP Archaludon, Ninetales locked into an ice move, and then Whimsicott with like, yeah, not that much health left. I thought Tatsugiri should be able to win, should be able to 3v1 because they have to waste attacks. They have to waste turns anyway attacking into the Kilowattrel slot. So I was basically like, okay, even if I lose Dendozo this turn, I should still be able to win. I wonder if I could have committed Ground Terror, but I think I like what I did more because I do think that Tatsugiri might have been able to 3v1. Oh, and it's not max speed. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's not max speed. Okay, cool. Good job, Dendozo. You were actually super clutch. Okay. Decently, decently high ranked opponent. Okay, Tyranitar Excadrill. This looks very similar to the team that won a European event this tournament. Corviknight's a problem. I do think this is probably a Dendozo game. And I just try and do as much work with Slaking Weezing as I can first. The original team had coaching on the Sneasler and bulk up power trick on the whatever it's called. Oh boy, that's not good. Like the Earthquake is pretty obvious. Maybe I should just protect. But I don't think I died to Earthquake is the thing. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go Will-O-Wisp plus high horsepower. That's not good. I messed this up. Ghost Terra. Okay, I connect. That's the big thing. I do feel like my Weezing is going to survive an Earthquake here. I'm pretty sure. I should have protected though. Okay, but do they double it? They don't. Okay, so I feel okay about this play then. Bulk up Corviknight, but I can ignore their boost. Let's see if I connect Will-O-Wisp. That's really important. I connect. Okay, cool. I got the Terra. I burned the Corviknight. It's not amazing, but it's certainly not awful. Okay. Should we bulk up again? If it's Brave Bird, then I'm just going to have to pivot out early. But I think it's okay. Yeah, I'm playing pretty badly, to be honest. But they have no Terra. That's the thing. I could have protected. It would have been slightly better. I guess protect turn one. But then, yeah, I wanted to get the burn off, so I don't know. Anyway, this Excadrill's now a sitting duck. I almost wonder, should I ever wave crash it rather than like Earthquake doesn't do anything and I don't really care that much about the recoil damage, so I'm gonna wave crash the Excadrill and switch to Tatsugiri, I think. You know, if they have AV T-Tar, and typically this team does have T-Tar with AV. Oh wait, I can go Ground Terra and then if it's T-Tar in the back, then they switch out. Okay, so something's probably dead unless it's Sash Sneasler. No, the Excadrill probably has Sash. It's in DD female. Okay. So what's the last one then? Psychic Seed, okay. Because I ignore this Corviknight stat boost, I'm not so threatened by it. Although, like, and it's burned too, yeah. So actually, I think I can just ignore it and play 2 versus 1 the whole game. GD dies, which is good. Psychic Terrain is up. Was up. Unless they have Tailwind. No, it's Brave Bird. How much does this do? 167 down to 148. Okay. I guess Sneasler would be the worst case scenario. It's Excadrill again. Okay. So just to kind of get around Sneasler stuff, I kind of want to sub here. Protect from Corviknight. Okay. I don't think they can break the sub. High horsepower. Okay, so no Swords Dance. The original team had Swords Dance. I don't think this will break. No, it doesn't. I suspect the last Pokemon is probably Armarouge. I think it's fine to slow play this and go protect here. Try and bait the Excadrill into protecting. Get my health back. Nice. Okay, cool. Because once Excadrill goes down, this becomes significantly harder for them. I think. You go for Roost. Okay, so I could have attacked, but whatever. Let's go for Earthquake here. It's totally possible. Oh, okay, hang on. I may have made a mistake here. I could have Ground Terra'd this turn. That was probably better. It is Armarouge. So, surprisingly, it actually should survive this. Roost, bulk up, Brave Bird. I think if they had Tailwind, we would have seen it by now. Yeah, I should have Terra Grounded, I guess. I didn't think about that. I didn't think they were going to switch in, though, to be honest. There's Brave Bird. Sub. Damage. But not weak armor, which is the other thing that would have been difficult here. I guess Earthquake is fine. This one, like, I'm definitely in a good position. Oh, they switch. Okay. That, to me, kind of implies that the Armarouge doesn't have Protect. They go for... Oh, and they protect Corviknight. Interesting. I'm not really sure what they're going for, but it doesn't seem like they have a lot of good options, so I don't blame them for, yeah, just trying to find the one out. In the end, this Corviknight, I think, actually did them more harm than good, because once I burned it, it's just like, this is one of the weaknesses of a Pokemon that doesn't have immediate offensive pressure. This Corviknight can't contribute to the battle via like support because it doesn't have Tailwind or Redirection or Fake Out or anything, and it also can't really contribute via damage because I burned it. And the way it's normally threatening is to go for a ton of bulk ups, and then, you know, like if you ignore it, it'll keep bulking up and healing with Roost, and then, yeah, eventually become totally unkillable. But because it's burned, setting up doesn't really help it, and because Dindo's ability to ignore setup, so like it's not able to actually contribute. I think here I should Wave Crash. Like a little bit of recoil is worth not giving them another turn to crit if they have Wide Guard. Yeah. Okay. And actually, I think the perfectly optimal play is to go for Timer Stall win at this point. Although I really, actually, it doesn't matter. Like, no, the perfect play, the optimal play is just to take the KO. Yeah, I think that's, whenever you have a Pokemon that sets up like that, you have to be really careful. And that's why, like, knowing that this Corviknight was probably a setup set, that's why I felt comfortable, like, why I felt it was worth the risk to go for Willows turn 1, although it was pretty risky. But as you can see, it, like, pretty much won me the game based on how the turn 1 went on the spot. Oh god, okay. This is tough. This has the combination of Dragonite and Ursaluna Blood Moon, which is really scary, and it also has a Farigiraf option, which is not really good to see. It also has Pelipper Basculegion, which is okay. I'm not as worried about Pelipper Basculegion. Farigiraf could be anti-Trick Room. This looks like a best of one team times 100, so there's probably going to be some weird tech here. Toxic Spikes affects half the team. Probably not worth super prioritizing. It's definitely Weezing Slaking here. First, second, third, fourth. First, second, third, fourth. Okay, Pelipper Basculegion is the lead. I have Weezing Slaking. Toxic Spikes would only affect Frigg and Ursaluna Blood Moon, so I think I'd rather go for Sludge Bomb and ensure that they don't have Focus Sash. And I think Sucker Punch maybe. This seems reasonable to me. It's not so easy for them to punish with no abilities. Here's the Terra. That's probably gonna be Water Terra Basculegion if I had to guess. Yeah. Ghost Terra. Water Terra. Oh man. Didn't do. Oh, they would have survived. Crazy. Tailwind, okay. But I don't think, even Choice Band Terra Water, I don't think I'm dying to. Maybe I'm just being, like, silly, but... Slacking! Nice! Super good. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's not good. It killed? Okay, so it's definitely Choice Band. Two-shot. Okay, so it's... How much do you think Ice Shard does to Basculegion? Because it's not a very strong move. So Ice Shard's not going to KO here, which means that I'm actually in pretty abysmal shape, I think. So I'm going to go and pretend... I'm going to go bluff. I'm going to bluff that it's going to kill. Okay, Mineral on no bulk is 13%. So the thing is, if I don't do it this turn and they KO Weezing, then like I have to do it next turn anyway, right? Right? Like it's I don't really have great secondary options here, right? Sludge Bomb, Ice Shard. They switched Pelipper out actually, so this is probably Goldengo or I guess Ursaluna or Dragonite. It's Ursaluna. Okay, so this is probably, if we get the KO here, I think we're in okay shape. If we don't, we're in big trouble. That's a big problem. Who are they going after here? Emma Swine. Okay. I think it's turbo over. I think I've lost. Because there's still 2 turns of Tailwind left, and the problem is that the only way that I can see myself winning this is if I think I must have low rolled. If I get the poison this turn, then I think there's a small chance. Because the last one is probably Dragonite, right? And they've already Terra'd. I think I'm gonna call that's AV. And I get the poison. Okay. It's looking bad, but it's not technically over yet. Because the last one's probably Dragonite. And there's 2 turns of Tailwind left. The Basculegion just did too much damage. Okay, that's Dragonite. I think what I have to do here is go for Terra Ghost Ice Shard and Sludge Bomb into the slot. This is risky. This is very risky. Maybe I should have predicted both. If this turn goes wrong and I lose Mammoth, I'm going to lose because of this. I'm hoping that Ice Shard one-shots. I feel like it should. They don't have multi-scale active. We want to see Vacuum Wave. That's the best thing to see right now. Okay, perfect. Dude, these mons are too good. Okay, but I survived. I'm going to survive this. By how much? That's the big question. 5. It's always 5. Oh, and they 5-hit crit. Okay, whatever. At least I doubled it. So Dragonite's down. Ursaluna's poisoned. Weezing's still alive. Here's the problem, chat, because you may have noticed that at the end of this, I probably need to hit an Icicle Crash, right? So is there any way that I can play so that I don't lose again because I miss Icicle Crash? Like, I protect both this turn because Tailwind's about to end, right? Muddy water, okay. There's no way it's choice Scarf Pelipper, right? That would be the other loose condition. If I had Protect and Kilowattrel in the back, then I'd be fine, but I don't have Protect. So I think I go Sludge Bomb here and Icicle Crash. A Scarf, Tailwind, Pelipper just doesn't seem likely to me. You know, if it was Scarf, they would have gone for Icy Wind, not Tailwind. So I'm gonna go Sludge Bomb plus Icicle Crash here. And if I miss, then I miss. They're Scarf, but they missed? Weezing. Oh, that's not good. And now I lose. They're Scarf, Tailwind, Pelipper. How much do you think Kilowattrel Air Slash does? Okay, they died, which is really good. Versus a Sulfust Ursaluna Blood Moon. I'm really close to getting the kill. Maximum roll is 38%. Minimum roll is 32% if they're decently bulky. I think I'm going to lose. I need a flinch. Oh, man. I should have Ice Sharded. I hit. Please kill. Everything this game... Oh, wait. Do I live? Oh my god. They thought that I had Protect. Oh my god. Also, this person's EV spreads were insane. They all lived with like less than 5% on every crucial attack. Okay, very happy with that win. Very, very happy with that win because that was a tough matchup and the rolls did not, none of the rolls went my way at all points. Also, I don't think Slaking was supposed to die to Wave Crash there. I'm going to say it. This person might be ranked like top of the tournament. That means they're very good at this format. And it also means that their team is annoying. This is not exactly the team with the Grassy Seed Goldango, is it? Sneasler. This whole team has triple fake out, so I could get put in the blender again. I think it's got to be Dozo here. Ninetales is a bit of a problem, but maybe I can get through it. So this person is ranked 1787, which is, I mean, it's probably top 3 in the tournament. People like Sneasler against me, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Sneasler in the lead. Ninetales Goldango. Okay, cool. The thing is, I don't know for sure that this is setup Goldango, but I think it probably is. I think this is... Should I make a call that it's setup Goldango? I mean, it could be Icy Wind plus Terra Steel Make It Rain, right? Protect Sucker Punch is a lot safer versus that. Okay, Protect. Okay, Sucker Punch comes out. This is good damage. I think it's Icy Wind Make It Rain here. Okay, okay. So my instinct was right. Icy Wind comes out. There's no Terra though, which is good for them. There's a lot. I think Slaking might just be kind of frail. Run for Make It Rain. I think this is a bad turn 1 for me. Oh, I survived. Never mind. It's the best turn 1 of all time. Oh, okay. And it is Life Orb. Cool. So I think I want to switch to Dozo here and not sacrifice and go for Sludge Bomb into Ninetales, I think. Icy Wind means what? Is this thing Specs? Maybe I should pay attention. I don't think it's Specs. They stayed in with Goldango, though, which is interesting. They encored me into Protect. Okay, that's quite bad. I go for another Make It Rain. Okay. Being encored into Protect sucks a lot. Interesting, because I could have Sucker Punched, but yeah. I guess they want to get their abilities back online. This is a crazy play, because I don't think they have Freeze Dry. Icy Wind, Encore, Auroraville Blizzard, surely, right? Icy Wind, okay. Ouchie. 90 down to 69. I'm taking a little bit more damage than I would like. Ninetales of Pain. Okay, got a ball, not good. At least it's -2. Okay. I think I'm losing this because I've taken too much damage. Because I'm taking even more damage here. And they still have Icy. Oh, I'm still -1 speed already. Pretty bad. Oh, they did a lot. Actually, that did too much damage. If you can believe it. That did way too much damage. I forgot about Ursaluna. Oh, no. No. I forgot about Ursaluna. Oh, no. That is not good, chat. I mean, I'm dead, right? I'm super dead. No. It's not over. It's not over. Okay, I switched Dozo out into Slaking to sack it off. And I switch Weezing into Tatsugiri, and then I take a big hit, and then I lose. Like, I want to get Tatsugiri in outside of Dendozo. Do I sack Dozo then? Is that the play? I think I sack Dozo. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work, but I think it's worth a shot. They get the snow up. I combine. The thing is, I'm +1 speed. And so unless this Ursaluna is... I mean, this team doesn't have speed control. So, like, if I get rid of the Ninetales, I do believe... Like, if I get an Earthquake off here, I think that I could win. They could miss Icy Wind as well, which would also save me. So I have a 95% chance of them... Like, if they miss Icy Wind, and then I have the chance that they're slower naturally. They Terra... Oh, wait. They wanted to Terra because they were afraid of Wave Crash, I guess. Should be normal Terra. This is the only way I can think of getting Tatsugiri in outside of... Oh, they're Water Terra. Okay, so they're Assault Vest for sure. The question is, are they slow? Or how slow are they, I guess? Encore me into Wave Crash. Okay, so now it's random targeting. I need this Ninetales Turbo gone. Okay, honestly, that's not ideal, but it's not terrible either. Wah, wah. Wait, they're not Assault Vest. They're yawning me. Huh? That's not good. The Rillaboom was the last mon. The problem is that grassy terrain is up. This game is making my head turbo hurt. I don't have the health left to win this, do I? It is possible. It's genuinely possible, but it's challenging. Hey, Gout, I could have protected, but I actually want Dondozo to die here. Earth Power, please die. Not good. I have Mirror Coat is my one kind of last gambit here. This Rillaboom is not max speed. That's worth noting. Wood Hammer, okay. How on earth am I going to win this? How much does Rillaboom Grassy Glide do? Let's say it's standard Assault Vest. It's Blood Moon. Okay. Ow. A lot. Does anyone see an out? Like, they have Grassy Glide. It's going to do too much damage. Surely they have to Grassy Glide me this turn, right? So I can go protect Mirror Coat, which is one option. I think the issue is I'm just going to take too much damage. Protect Slaking. We need this to be Grassy Glide. Surely they want to cover for Double Edge, right? Okay, Grassy Glide. We need this to be Earth Power, I think, and not Yawn. Okay. I just don't do enough damage is the problem. Oh, it's leftovers. Okay, hang on. It's probably super tanky too. I think I switched to Weezing here and go Terra Steel. Hope I survive a hit and Draco Meteor. How many turns of everything are left? There's only 2 turns of grass left. So if, it's a big if, but if I make it through this turn, I don't need it for anything else. I think it's worth it. Maybe it lets me survive a Blood Moon. This one's down to the wire. We want to see Grassy Glide into Weezing here. Okay. Oh, into Tatsu. Please hit. Tatsugiri, no! I can't believe it. I had it. I had it. Oh my God, I actually had it. If I hit there. Ah, that sucks. That sucks so much. If I hit there, I win. I fully believe that. You know what? Actually, with the play they made, I don't think I win. I don't think I win if I hit, because I Draco the Ursaluna, but it survives. And I think because of... Yeah, no, I don't think I win that. Yeah, I don't think I win. I think I was losing anyway. They played really well. They didn't have a clear Dondozo answer, but they were clearly very experienced at playing against it. And the Encore Ninetales made things difficult. And the Terra... I just, like, wasn't expecting Terra Water, Yawn, bulky leftovers, Ursaluna Blood Moon. Yeah, they played well. That's a good best of one team. Cheetar, Exca, Coma O, Basculegion, Incin, and Amoonguss. Probably Scarf Basculegion. I think it's a Slaking Weezing game with Dondozo and Tatsu in the back. I'm curious what their Dondozo counterplay is. Coma O, Amoonguss. Okay, I would say that's not a great lead for me. I'm gonna double the Amoonguss because if I beat Amoonguss, then I can win. Yeah, okay, cool. I think they're probably setting up. That was my thought process. Nice, big damage. Let's see if they're citrus. They are not Rocky Helmets. They're probably citrus. Yeah, it's a shame. The good news is that there's no regenerator, though. Okay, so they're getting the setup off. It's a pain, but okay. They lose 1/3 of their health by doing this, though. Is it worth tearing here on my Weezing? Like, it's not very good generally. And they have Throat Spray. Okay, so I got the item out at least. Like, I could Terra here on my Weezing and become immune to the moves from this thing. I think it's worth it, honestly. Is that crazy? I think it's worth it. It's like my #1 priority right now. Getting rid of Amoonguss. Among Us. Hey, nice. You know, maybe I could have taken it, but I didn't want to risk it. And unless this Como is like Terra Steel with a Steel move, it's going to be somewhat difficult to get rid of it now. Get rid of Weezing with it, at least. Bascu Legend comes out. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch here, and I think I'm going to Will-O-Wisp here as well. Okay, please die. Oh, man. That sucks. Maybe they Wave Crash, and they get KO'd anyway. Aura Sphere. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, Slaking. My bad. But if the last one is T-Tar, they're dead next time it comes. If it's flip turn, this is. Oh, last respects. I don't die to that. No way. Yeah, no. Okay, and I hit. Great. I guess I could have sludge bombed as well, but whatever. I got the Vascular Legion anyway. Fairy Terror Weezing is surprisingly good, as it turns out, in this position. We go into Dundito, who is not currently immune to the boost because of the fact that it's instant. Okay, cool. This Fairy Terror Weezing is actually doing a ton of work, which is really funny to me. If I get the poison in the combo, I'm in really good shape. Okay, no Terra. We protect from the fake out into Dondozo. Go for Aura Sphere. That's +2. That's a lot of damage. It was a good play. They covered all my options. Doesn't do that much. That's gonna be game, I think. I'd be really surprised if they can come back from that. Because I guess they have one chance to turbo crit me here, basically. Fairy Terror Weezing was so good here. It's actually crazy. It's actually ridiculous how good Fairy Terror Weezing was here. I go Tatsugiri. Here's the Terra. Okay, probably instant at this point. I don't imagine that they'll Terra come. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Ghost probably. Yeah, Ghost to make sure they're not weak to any moves from Dondozo, which makes sense. This means I can burn them later potentially, but hopefully Dondozo just wins the game. You go Protect. Okay, that's fine because they're still on a timer, and my fear is losing to a crit basically. So I think I'm totally fine to just protect for a turn. Or like let them protect for a turn so then I can protect for a turn. Not a ton of damage, but doesn't need to be a ton. No crit. I think one more protect should put them in range of a final poison tick. Yeah, without the poison, they would have had 2 chances to attack here, I think. Yeah, they're dead to another one. I know their item and all 4 of their moves. So actually, it's better here to wave crash. It did 51. No, I would have lived. Nice. Okay, GG. Wave Crash is so strong, even at +1. Honestly, Weezing's super clutched here. It got rid of Amoonguss. It KO'd Basculegion. It KO'd Como with Poison, and that's a lot. That's 3 mons that lost to Weezing. Good job, Weezing. Like, Dondozo was there, but really it was just there, like, for, like, final hanging out. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. High-ranked opponent. Okay, I get a lot of points if I win here. Dragonite Whimsicott. Okay, hang on. Dragonite Whimsicott. Ursaluna. Now I'm paranoid. Like, I don't really want to lead Mamoswine here because of all the obvious reasons. I think I can't. I think it has to be these mons. I don't even really like doing this, is the truth, because I don't really like fighting Tailwind teams with this. I'd much rather have Dondozo, but because they have potentially Haze Dragonite, I just don't think I can bring my Dondozo here. So I need to preserve my health on my 3 Pokemon that can not be Corviknight. Got Sneasler as the lead. Okay. So I could Terra Ghost here and try and get both kills. Is there a downside to Terra Ghosting? It means I can't Fairy Terra my Weezing in a bit. I'm going to go Sludge Bomb and Terra Ghost high horsepower because they can't both be Focus Sash. They're Terraing. That's not good. That might be Dark Terra on the Sneasler. Stellar Sneasler. Okay. I mean, I'm perfectly happy to get the Terragon right away, to be honest. I mean, is that Corviknight can't Terra out of the weakness to Kilowattrel later? And I don't think Stellar Throat Chop plus Moonblast will KO. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal theory. Hashtag my theory. Throat Chop, okay. Ow. I guess this is too obvious. Oh my god, that did a lot. Wait, am I dead? Oh, it's Life Orb. Oh, I didn't think about Life Orb. Oh, but they're slow as heck. Okay, that's fine. Even if we trade 1 for 1 here, that's actually genuinely okay. Because their Mamoswine or their Dragonite now can't tear out of the ice weakness. Yeah, that's okay. If that was Dark Terra, I was probably dead. Also, good thing this Whimsicott is so slow. Oh, good thing this Whimsicott is so slow. They hard read me. They super hard read me. Slaking is too goated and too fast. This is a very slow Whimsicott. But if they're this slow, it probably doesn't have the Focus Sash, right? And if it doesn't have the Focus Sash... Wait, there's no Tailwind if I get the kill here. It's Focus Sash and slow. Oh, man. Poison, 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 poison. Oh, man. Okay. Mamutal. Who comes in here? Blastoise would be bad. Say that much. Blastoise would be bad. Oh, man. So does this thing have Fake Out, or does it have something else? Protect Earthquake is really risky, but it could be both Water Spout and Fake Out. They switched out, okay. Ursaluna is the last. Oh my god, it must be like... I wonder if it's Haze Blast then. Okay, wait, then my whole calculus is different, right? Because now they don't have Corviknight or Dragonite, and I expected it to be one or both. Okay, it was Water Spout. And they've already Terrored as well. Survive, which is good. Love to survive. Hashtag love to survive. Does no damage. That might be Assault Vest. Why am I doing 0 damage? I don't think I have the juice left to win this. I'm gonna run out of health. Or I'm gonna run out of attacking power, actually. I hate this play. Oh, I love this play. This is the best play I've ever made. Okay, hang on. We're back. We're so back. It was over, but now we're back. Well, it kind of depends on speed tiers, actually. We're not so back. We're only partially back. I protect Weezing. It depends who's faster between Mamoswine and Blastoise. This could be Scarf okay, it's not Scarf. It could be Specs Blastoise. And then I lose because I missed my Super Crash, right? Okay, that did a lot of damage. Did a ton of damage. They Water Spout again. Is this thing Specs? Okay, hang on. 186 damage from Water Spout. Oh, but is it in Torrent range? I can't tell. No. Oh, wait, there's no Torrent. I have Weezing on the field. Okay, that's Specs for sure. That's 10,000% Specs. I'm going to miss Icicle Crash and lose. Is there any way around that? Their Wait, hang on. Their Blastoise is slower than my Mamoswine. So I can go Sludge Bomb plus Protect here. And sack off my Weezing, finally. Yeah, that thing is certainly Specs. It can't do that much damage otherwise. Oh, wait, that's my Weezing. Wait, I wasn't calcing right. Oh, I live. Oh, but that's at full HP. Wait, I'm doing everything wrong. No! No. I'm gonna lose. I'm actually gonna lose. Like, they're gonna KO me, and then I'm gonna miss Air Slash and lose. I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna lose because I missed. I'm just gonna switch plus Earthquake. Hang on, they're at like 30%. Wait, but were they at 30% before? I have no idea if they're Specs or not. Okay, they didn't protect. Maybe they'll do something stupid. Oh, man. Like, I think I win. Unless I miss Air Slash. But I'm pretty confident I'm going to miss Air Slash now. And I don't think that Weezing can do it on its own. I have a 95% chance to win this game against a high-ranked opponent and get a ton of points back. But I have no idea if I'm gonna, like if I miss, then I lose, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna hit. I hit. I win. Way too stressful. Way too stressful. Okay. Good job, Kilowattrol. We saved you to the end for a reason. Good job, buddy. Okay, that was a high-ranked opponent, so we'll get a good chunk of points here. Oh, another high-ranked opponent. Okay, cool. Oh boy. Okay, why is it running Ursaluna? Archaludon. I think that I want to do Weezing Slaking here. I don't think that I can afford to bring my, what's it called in the back? I don't think I can bring Dozo here. The boost, the competitive boost, and Kilowattrol can be really threatening. And DD Archaludon is the lead. Okay, cool. Interesting. So this is probably Power Herb Stamina. Sorry, Power Herb Sturdy. But is it ever worth it to not protect here? I live an Electro Shot. I think they're going to double my other slot, and I think I want the ability to protect next turn. Do this. Here's the Terra. So this is probably Terra Electric. Okay, Terra Fairy. So I can Sludge Bomb that if I survive. Expanding Force. Okay, I had a feeling they were going to double. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, High Horsepower comes out. That's a lot of damage. Did a ton. Here's the Electro Shot. Okay, and just stalking. So I'm glad I attacked here. I actually could have doubled the Archaludon, but also it could have protected. This thing is now +1. If I get the poison here, I think that... I got the poison. Amazing. Okay, cool. I mean, I definitely go into Kilowattrol here, right? Because I can potentially discharge everything. This could be Scarf and DD Mail. It's not impossible. Sludge Bomb here for a potential KO, and then Thunderbolt here for a potential KO. Seems like the safest option. It means I'll take an Expanding Force. Okay, it is Scarf. I had a feeling. I don't know how. I just had a feeling. I survive. I'm trained to survive that, which is excellent. This cannot survive this, I don't think. Goes down. Paladin goes down. They've already Terra'd, which is really good. This is why the poison was so important, because now I can do this. I expect them to have Sneasler and Murkrow in the back. That's like my personal... Oh, did they survive? Oh, that's not good if they survive. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That is not good at all. Hold on a second. We are back out of it. We were in it. Now we're out. Sneasler comes out. This thing probably has Protect. Probably. I don't think I want to lose my Weezing here. So I'm going to go Protect plus Thunderbolts. I should survive an Expanding Force, but yeah, because I want to keep the priority threat active. I don't think they have Protect. Or I don't think they have Fake Out. They switch DD out into Murkrow. Okay, Murkrow's the last mon here. that means that Mamoswine is really close to running away with this game. Like really, really close. Are they going to go for Dire Claw? Dire Claw is really bad. No para? No, 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 nope, no sleep, no sleep. Okay, so I go for Sludge Bomb into one and I Thunderbolt the other. I Sludge Bomb here and I Thunderbolt here because I don't think that they can Terra. Sorry, I don't think that they can protect Murkrow. And if they're Sash Murkrow, then I might just lose. Okay, they don't protect either. Please don't be Sash. Okay, I get rid of Murkrow. Okay, I think I'm in really good shape here. Though I might lose Weezing. Dire Claw, I don't lose Weezing. Okay. The crit doesn't matter. It didn't happen last turn. Sludge Bomb. I get the kill. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I win. Yeah, Scarf and DD. There's no way Scarf and DD wins this. Not poisoned with 1 HP. Okay, that was scary. That's a scary matchup. Yeah, the only good thing about having Dondozo when you can't bring it is that sometimes they're forced to bring Pokemon that aren't actually super good here. Like their offense was really reliant on their Archaludon, and so getting rid of it early meant that they were kind of just hosed. I played a little gutsy with my Weezing, but I think it really paid off. You got the kill. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Oh, too scary. Too scary. Okay, cool. So this should get us back into the 1740s. That was a high ranked opponent. So this might even be 1750 now. Okay. 1749, rank 20 with 4 games left. Found somebody quickly. Let's see who we're playing against. Okay. 1656. Got it. Team is Insin. Oh, I know this team. This is very similar to the team that won a regional. I think it was Sacramento. This team does have Ursaluna Blood Moon though, which is quite a problem in DD Mail. Oh wait, this is the terrible team. This is what I was afraid of. Talonflame. This is a team that I really struggled against in practice. And in the end, what I came up with was this really weird lead of Tatsugiri up front next to Mamoswine, because these teams really like to lead Talonflame plus Ursaluna Blood Moon. And the problem is that I can't really do Slaking into that because I get burned by the Will-O-Wisp. And if I lead with my Mamoswine Kilowattrel, they go Tailwind, Blood Moon, and kill Kilowattrel. So the only thing I've come up with that has worked consistently in quotes, because it still doesn't always work because the moves can miss trouble really quickly. Ursaluna Talonflame. They do really tend to lead with this. Now the problem is that my turn 1 play is to go for a Muddy Water plus Icicle Crash into the Ursaluna Blood Moon because both moves can miss. And in fact, I've lost many games this tournament because my moves have missed Ursaluna Blood Moon. That being said, there's not a better option here. I have to go Icy Wind and I have to go Muddy Water here. I've tried clicking Mirror Coat, but sometimes they just Blood Moon the Mamoswine because they don't know that it's Sash. So I think that this is my best option. Here's the Terra. This is going to be normal on the Ursaluna. My Tatsugiri does survive Terra Normal, Life Orb, Blood Moon. Worst case scenario is Hyper Voice here. Best case scenario is Blood Moon into my Mamoswine. I think most moves. Okay, it is Tailwind. The worst case scenario is that my moves miss. I don't have a very I don't have super high odds of hitting everything this turn. Let's see. It is Blood Moon, so regardless, that's good because my Mons survive. I go into Mamoswine, so overall this could be a lot worse. I do survive this because of the Focus Sash. Let's see. First question is, does Icicle Crash connect? It does. Okay, but the Muddy Water is actually the one that's more important here. So getting some damage down is nice. Muddy Water misses on the Talonflame. Okay. Interesting. So they just clicked Blood Moon, so they actually can't KO me. Now, missing the Talonflame is certainly bad here. I kind of go Protect plus Muddy Water. Is that bad? Like, I think in DD Mail is probably switching in here. They Protect Ursaluna. Okay. That's good. That's only kind of good. It's only good if they attack into my... What's it called? You go for Brave Bird. Oh, that's not good. I survived this, but not by that much. I go Muddy Water. Okay. Please connect. That's probably game losing realistically, because now they get to go for... Okay, well, I double miss Muddy Water. This is what it is, I guess. If I ever Terra Steel here and Muddy Water a third time and basically force the... I'm pretty sure. I think this is legitimately my correct play. Okay. I don't think I did anything wrong here. I think I should survive this move from the Ursaluna. I need this Talonflame gone because it will burn my Dundito. Okay, here's Ice Shard. So I get Ursaluna, okay. Are they going for Brave Bird or are they going for something else? If Brave Bird into Mamoswine, okay, so I tear it for no reason, which is fine as long as I hit Muddy Water. 3 Muddy Waters. The first 2 missed. Can the third one please connect? Oh, I hit. I thought I was going to miss. No cap. Okay. So now I go into Dozo. I tear it for kind of no reason, but they could have gone for Hyper Voice and bring in DD. Their other mons are Electabuzz, Sneasler, and Incineroar. So I definitely go Dozo here. The mons that I expect are Sneasler and Didi. And I think they have one chance to Dire Claw me, and that's kind of all they have. Because they've already Terra'd. So if I get an Earthquake off onto the Sneasler, they need to get Dire Claw or Crit here, basically. Because they get Psychic Seed active. And because my last one is Kilowattrel here, because my last one is Kilowattrel, and because I've stalled 3 of the turns of Tailwind, I can go for Protect on this turn, and then on the next turn, they basically have one chance to crit me, or to, even crit might not be enough, because Kilowattrel, if I get an Earthquake off, and DD will always lose to Kilowattrel here. So 50% of the time, I win because I don't get it, and then a third of the remaining 50%, I win because I get Poison, and then of the remaining 2/3 of 50%, I win if they get Paralysis into no Paralysis, assuming that they don't crit Expanding Force in that scenario. So I lose basically 1/6 of the time here, which is a little bit high. But even the thing is, even if I get put to sleep, as long as I wake up quickly, it's not the end of the world. Like if I get a 1-turn sleep, I would still win. Assuming basically it's not guaranteed, but I'm favored here. And in order to even have a chance, they have to get a Dire Claw status effect this turn. That is legitimately their only win conditions. They need the right, okay, or they protect. I guess they're going for crit first, which makes some sense. I'd rather go for crit first on the Indeedee. I don't think they're going for Trick Room here. I think there's no chance. Expanding Force. So this misses the Tatsugiri. Does not crit Dozo. That's another turn of Psychic Terrain gone. So there is 3 left, I think. Okay, 190 HP on Dozo. So again, it comes down to Dire Claw. That's their win condition. Please, 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 please. I've been so good. Please, 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 please. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll take it. Nice. Okay, cool. That was very scary. This was a matchup that I was losing almost every time in practice until I found that like Tatsugiri plus Mamoswine lead. And I'm really happy that it worked here because yeah, like it's not guaranteed if my moves miss. And I'm also very glad that my Tatsugiri hit his 3rd Mighty Water. Good job, buddy. Oh, that was stressful. Okay, cool. So we should be almost up to 1760 now. That might be a good stopping point because with only 3 games left, if I lose 1, I might not be able to get back. My goal was 1700 and I'm pretty high above that. And I don't think I can play for first. I'm 12th overall right now. I'm going to pretty seriously consider stopping here. Yeah, because with only 3 games left, if I play again and I lose, like I'm not, it's pretty unlikely that I make it back to this point again. So, okay, against my better judgment, I'm going to play another one. I'm 1762. I should not be playing probably, but I'm going to risk it. I'm going to gamble. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous. 1700, so a good opponent, very high ranks here. So I definitely can't bring my, what's it called? I can't bring my Dondozo here. They have Dragonite. I feel like I need to lead Weezing Slaking here, but it's really bad into the Sableye as well, who could have any number of moves. This is not like what my brain is telling me, but I think that I need to do this order. Unless it's Mouse Ape is the problem. If it's Mouse Ape, I'm just so bad if it's Mouse Ape. I'm covering for Mouse Ape. I think it's important. There's not really many good leads here. I guess Mouse Ape is the best. Ursaluna Mousehold. Okay. That's not good for me. I think I just have to accept that Kilowattrel's probably dying here and try and clear Mousehold. Okay, here's the Terra. This is probably Ursaluna Blood Moon, and it's probably Assault Vest on the Ursaluna Blood Moon. Terra Ghost. Okay. Interesting. So this could be offensive Mousehold going for Pop Bomb. And they protect Mousehold. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. That was a really clever play. I could have gone for Air Slash into Ursaluna to cover for this, but I didn't think it made a ton of sense. I get a little Earthquake damage down, which is nice, but this is definitely a bad position. That did nothing. Oh, but they go after Mamoswine, actually. Okay, hold on. We're back in it. Okay, we're not in it, but we get the Blood Moon. Mamoswine survives. The important thing here is that we got the Terra, in my opinion. I think Ice Shard plus Thunderbolt is totally reasonable. I really would love to see Vacuum Wave here, but I don't really expect it. Okay, Ice Shard comes out. Show me Vacuum Wave. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I got rid of Mousehold. However, at what cost, right? Because now I'm going to lose not only my Mamoswine, but also most of Kilowattrel. So now the question is, what comes in here? Because it could be Dragonite, which would be bad. It could be Rillaboom, which would also be bad. I think I go Slaking here. I think I just slack it. What's the worst case scenario here? It might be Sableye. It's Rillaboom. That's not a good scenario. Because I gave them grassy terrain, which is not good. So I can go for Sucker Punch here. Terra goes Sucker Punch, which is a somewhat reasonable play, and switch to my Weezing. I think that I need to make some kind of aggressive play here or I'm probably going to lose. I don't like this play very much, but I ran out of time to find something better. I wish I could have denied their grassy terrain. That would have been a big deal. Sucker Punch will not KO here is the problem. Yeah, if I could have denied the grass, things might have been a little bit better, but that's okay. Yeah, the fact that they have grass means their moves are actually going to do significant damage. No fake out. That's not good. Yeah, they survive. Oh, okay. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon. They doubled it. They called it out. Oh my god, they called it. That sucks so much. I shouldn't have played. I knew better and I shouldn't have played. Yeah, I think I think I needed to lead differently, but even then it's like, it's not so easy, right? Like I didn't have a good lead into this. Oh, okay. Given that KOs, actually, I had no good plays. Yeah, there was nothing I could do given that Grassy Glide is a KO there. I guess I needed to sacrifice Kilowattrel. Oh, they had double priority. Yeah, okay. Ah, that sucks. I knew I shouldn't have played. Okay, well, I'll play the last two anyway then. Oh, man. Whatever. It's okay. Okay, so now I really messed up. I went for the gold. Now I'm going for the silver. I hate Ursaluna Blood Moon. Okay. This team is Dragonite, but at least it doesn't have Ursaluna Blood Moon. Rillaboom, Sneasler. I feel like they're going to lead with Electabuzz. Is that crazy? Should I, like, I don't want to give them grassy terrain, but I also don't want to, like, I'm so weak to Electabuzz if I don't lead with these two. I'm going to do it. We ball. Show me Sneasler Electabuzz. What I want to see. Electabuzz Kingambit. Okay, that's not great, but honestly, it's not terrible. It is genuinely not terrible until they go for Helping Hand plus Sucker Punch and one-shot my Kilowattrel. So I definitely just discharge Earthquake here, like for sure. They can't kill Mamoswine. They can KO Kilowattrel, but they don't know that necessarily. It's probably not Volcarona, so that's Dragonite plus one of the Fake Out Mons. Okay, here's the Terra. This is Kingambit. It's gonna go Dark. Maybe this is the game where I get the full para. The para full para on discharge. Okay, no uh-oh. No Helping Hand or Follow Me. I did a lot of damage. Para! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! There we go. T-Bolt. Uh-oh. Are they doubling it? I mean, actually, that's fine. Like, it's okay. Do I KO Electabuzz here? I might. Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Now that's in Ice Shard range. Oh, I crit the E-Buzz. Show me a para. Show me... Oh, I crit both. Oh, man. Mamoswine is out for blood. Show me the para. Oh, man. Okay, into Kilowattrel. Trust. Oh, that's not good. I almost died. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta be really careful now because I got a KO and a half, but now things are not so good, are they? Dragonite comes out. Probably Extreme Speed Dragonite, right? I think I switched to Slaking and I Ice Shard something. I think I Terra Ghost Ice Shard something. I'm gonna Ice Shard the Dragonite, I think. So I want that thing gone, champ. Because Kingambit should protect or Sucker Punch here. I don't think it will ever go for a Kowtow Cleave. And even if it does, it's kind of okay. I was like, oh, they didn't Terra, but then I remembered that Kingambit already Terra'd. This might be Extreme Speed, which is the reason why I'm going for Ghost Terra. It's Extreme Speed, okay. So show me Ice Shard and then Sucker Punch. They survive. Oh, it could have been either. I actually have a safe Sludge Bomb here and Ice Shard here, right? I think. What's their last mon? Could be Sneasler. You switch Kingambit out. Okay, so if it's Rillaboom, it's taking a Sludge Bomb. If it's Sneasler, it's losing Focus Sash. It's Sneasler. Okay, so I get rid of the Focus Sash, which is good. And protect Dragonite. All right, that's not ideal. I'm glad to get rid of the Focus Sash though, to be honest, on the Sneasler. Assuming it has it. I guess it could be like Grassy Seed or whatever, but yeah. Getting the Sludge Bomb off here is nice. It means that that thing is now in range of an Air Slash. I just Will-O-Wisp and Ice Shard, I think. Yeah, I'll go Will-O-Wisp, Ice Shard. Okay, they sack off Kingambit here, thinking that the Dragonite is more valuable, and I think I agree. If I hit the Will-O-Wisp here, I'm in very good shape. Kingambit goes down. They're going to take out Mamoswine. And then I have a choice as to who to go into, which is either... it's either going to be my Slaking. Okay, what are my options? If I go Slaking, I can click Double Edge if I want into either slot. Do I even need to go for Air Slash? Can I just Thunderbolt? Can I discharge? No, I can't discharge. I definitely Sludge Bomb the Dragonite. Okay. Didn't matter. Okay. They're probably banking on... they're going to be banking on a Dire Claw status effect here, but they don't know that I'm Covert Cloak, which means that I can't get status. Great. And Weezing should 1v1 at this point. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. They slate me. Okay, they poisoned, whatever. Okay. So I only have one more game that I could possibly play, which means that either I park here or I gamble on the last game. What was I at? I was at 1762 before I lost. So I was 1762, lost, then win. Now I'm at, with 44 games played, 1757. I'm going for it. You know what? This is the last game regardless. I'm locking in. There's no guarantee that I'll win. I might lose. I might have to play a tough matchup, but I feel like I'm not going to stop with 44 games played. Okay, 1657. So actually 100 points exactly below me, and they have the bad matchup. They have almost every major threat on their team. Goldango, Incineroar, and Amoonguss is a really scary three-piece, but the real issue is the Ursaluna Blood Moon with the Sneasler. Well, the Sneasler actually isn't that big of a problem, but the Ursaluna Blood Moon plus Dragonite is a big problem. Is this ever a Kilowattrel Mamoswine lead game? I know it seems unusual, but I think that it could work. There isn't a ton of speed control available out of the gate, so I think I'm going to do this. I don't really want to lead with my Slaking into instant Amoonguss or into Goldango. Like the most Amoonguss of this rank are going to be Citrus Berry, right? So I think I have to bank on Slaking to clean up rather than to open the game. Sneasler plus Dragonite. Okay. Okay, chat. So I have a couple options here. I think the one I like... Okay, so from their perspective, they think that their Dragonite's relatively safe, is my guess. So I could go for something like Ice Shard and Switch, but we've already seen that Ice Shard doesn't actually do that much to Dragonite. My question is... I'm going to go for Ice Shard and Terra Ghost Thunderbolt, I think. They Terra'd. That's not good. They didn't take the bait. I think this was too greedy. Oh, it's Ghost Terra. That is not what I expected. Oh, man. Okay. It's not over, but that's a pretty rough turn one. I probably needed to save my Terra here, because now everything looks scary now. They don't fake out. Oh my god. No fake out. Here's Thunderbolt. Can we get a para or a crit? Oh, Kilowattrel, I love you. Okay, this game is not over, but that is a huge swing. I Terra'd for nothing. Oh, and it doesn't even get hit by a status condition. Okay, hold on. Okay, Goldango comes out. I think I Thunderbolt and Protect and just accept that I'm losing Kilowattrel here to make it rain. Not bad. Okay, no Protect from Sneasler. I don't think that's a Protect from either Pokemon. Thunderbolt comes out. Brings it down to low HP. Close combat into Sneasler, into Kilowattrel. Okay. Need to be very careful now. What's the last Pokemon here? It's not Dragonite. It's either Ursaluna Blood Moon or it's Incineroar to Amoonguss. Oh, it's White Herb, not Sash. Okay. I go for Shadow Ball. Now, if that's Specs, that's awesome because I have Slaking waiting in the wings. I go into Slaking here. And I click Ice Shard plus close high horsepower here. I've already revealed Ice Shard. Is there any chance that they let me Ice Shard them? The question is, do they have Instant in the back as the last mon? This one doesn't have Life Orb in the gold. Oh, wait, no, we didn't see it. Sneasler protects. That's not good. Okay. Okay, hold on. Slaking, please. It's 95% accurate. I need you to connect here. Please. Please kill. Slaking. Oh my god. This game is not over yet, but we are getting closer to what we need. Protect Sneasler, Dire Claw. Okay, Ursaluna's the last. This game is not over. I switch in Weezing so I don't get hit by a normal move, and I Ice Shard the Sneasler, and I hope that they don't get the double. Oh god, please don't get the double. Please don't get the double. No abilities. They go for the double and they fail it. Okay. It's a 3 versus 1, but this is my biggest enemy of the entire tournament is this stupid Ursaluna Blood Moon. What move are they going for here? If it's Earth Power into my... Show me Blood Moon. Blood Moon? The Weezing comes in clutch. Okay, I Sludge Bomb. Do I Icicle Crash? Do I risk it? I think I need to risk it, right? I go for it. They forfeited. Oh my god, I won my last match of the tournament, Mamoswine versus Ursaluna Blood Moon, and they forfeit before I can miss. So this is my final ranking. I'm glad that I played. Of course, I lost the one, but I ended up higher than I started, than if I sat. So overall, our final record here is 1769 with a standing of number 10 in the tournament. So I don't know exactly where I'm going to finish because other people can still play. Given how little usage Slaking gets, I would not have expected to finish this high up in the tournament, and I'll do an outro. Okay, I'll do an outro and I'll tell you about what happened. So just listen to the outro. In the end, I finished 39th in the tournament, but this tournament pays out championship points by region, not by your overall finish. So in North America, my final standing was 12th, earning me 25 championship points. Overall, I'm happy with this finish. There's a big jump in championship points at top 8, but 12th is still pretty good. I've never tried to play one of these tournaments in only a day before, and I think given how grueling they tend to be and how many games I played, I could have done a lot worse. In a way, it's ironic that I had to work so hard in order to use such a lazy Pokemon. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my video from the last time I used a Weezing-centric team, where I turned off the terrible ability Toedscruel has instead.